Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, beautiful people. Shout out to Hawaiian Bear over on YouTube. What up, Hawaiian Bear? Guys, for anyone watching, and especially my mods, make sure we're checking in with Hawaiian Bear in any and every matter over on YouTube. I felt like I needed to double down and make sure I say that Hawaiian Bear, shout out to you. W's in the chat for Hawaiian Bear. But mods, make sure that we are double checking, triple checking, and following the lead of Hawaiian Bear over on YouTube. Thank you. With that being said, good morning, beautiful people. We're going to go ahead and get this thing cranked up. We're going to get started here. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're getting started. Let's get it started. And yeah, let's get it started. Woo-hoo. Did Twitch start? The Twitch, holy fuck. I gotta figure out what's the banned words over on Twitch and why it keeps like not starting Twitch now. Like, I know for a fact the title isn't like so far or dramatically off where you know, they would put in these quote unquote banned words or whatever, but now Twitch is just not accepting the title of the other streams like it has been in the past, and that's super interesting to me. So it's not starting immediately. That's super interesting. There we go. That's super interesting. It's the only one that has apparently a problem with the word crybabies. That's super interesting. That's sad, but that's also interesting. But it is what it is. Bottom, bum, bottom, bum, bottom, bum, bottom, bum. All right, let's see. I think we have everybody coming into the tabernacle now. I think we collectively have everyone coming into the tabernacle. Good morning, beautiful people. Over on TikTok, if you don't mind, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Also, send your daily heart me. Knock out the gift goal. Right now, it's the little pink heart puffs. It's the little pink heart puffs. Can we knock out the pink heart puffs, please, 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 please? Is that possible? Is that possible for us to knock out the little pink heart puffs? That would be so amazing if we could do so. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind knocking out pink heart puffs. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. We're going to get this thing started here. Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. Make sure that once you do all the things, that you go back in and you collect your points, right? So after you tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me, knock out the daily gift goal, look up at the top, and then it's going to show you like, hey, collect points. And collecting the points, that helps boost the live as well. That puts you on the team, that lets the TikTok know that like, hey, these people are serious business. We need to push this live out to the FYP more and get more people in here. And guess what happens when you guys do that? We get more debates. We actually get more debates, and I would love some actual debates. And with that being said, who we got here? Witch Queen, good morning. Good morning, Bethany. Good morning, Natalie. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Tehran. Who else? Texan. Good morning. Good morning, Vivian. Good morning, Pamadisi. Good morning, Los Burgess. Good morning, One Mighty Pen. What up, One Mighty Pen? Good morning, Miss Donna. Good morning, Shy Guy. Who else we got? Good morning, Teddy. Good morning, Rasha. Good morning, Lennon. Good morning, Texas Ron. Good morning, Flippy. Good morning, Lillian. Good morning, Lotus. Good morning, Soul Stealer. Good morning, Vash. Vash, why do you hate your job? You hate your job. What's going on, Vash? I actually love my job because I get to hang out with the most wonderful people in the world all the time. And that's you. That's you. That's W's in chat. Thank you so much for the cake. I get to hang out with the best people ever. All right. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and get started here in just a moment. Tap the screen, share the live. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 15,000 likes. We are going to get started here in just a moment. Make sure, guys, instead of sharing the live with like a bunch of random people, because that's not like beneficial, but what is beneficial is if you share the live to your stories and your FYP, right? You share it to your stories and repost it to your FYP, and that actually does so much good. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to the little 1 cent gift goal. If you're over on YouTube, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, and that'll help push the VOD out and get more people in here. Listen, especially YouTube, I need you guys like really locked in. I need people reminding everyone to like thumbs up, and I need you guys like actively participating today, because there's been a lot of people talking shit on YouTube, but they've been hiding behind their platforms. And so I specifically went into a couple of different lives. Yes, not lives, but a couple of different YouTube VODs and all this other shit. And I left comments and I told those cowards to come debate me, right? So I locked the fuck in. And so YouTube, I need you guys like actively doing all the things, and it'll push it out and get more people in here so we can get some debates going. Thank you for putting it on your stories. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're going to get started here. We're going to get started here in just a moment. We're going to get some debates up. So if you are, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me, do all the wonderful things. Let's go.
Yeah, funny how it changed now. Same people that laughed at clips, studying the clips now. Everybody got opinions till the facts land. Everybody loud till they gotta take a stand. Every stream feel like somebody betting they pride. I seen fake scholars fold in real time. Now they screenshot takes, run around and remix it, and pull up thinking somehow they can fix it. Nah, you stepped in the wrong room, donut. This ain't rage bait, this pressure. Patriarchy, race, class, labor, healthcare. I don't do surface level, I peel layers. And every time they think they got me cornered, numbers go higher. Chat flyer, mods working, crowd waiting. Somebody finna get cooked tonight. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. You talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. Got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah. Welcome to the ring now. You ain't built for this smoke. Y'all slap nuts ain't got milk for these oats. Donuts, so pipe down. Yeah. You might drown. You don't want war with the king right now. I don't debate for applause, I debate for the record. Every false claim get dissected and severed. You rehearsed outrage, I studied the structure. Difference between noise and somebody with substance. You quote tweets, I quote policy. You want moments, I want honesty. You want ego boost and virality. I want mutual aid and stronger communities. That's the difference between you and me. See the problem? Different type timing. You came for clips, I came for alignment. Capital this, socialism that. Half these dudes can't define what they yelling in caps. Talking about free market while wages collapse. I watch your pivot arrive, I make it visible live. But this ain't never gonna be a place where evidence dies. You came all the way to be Santana for internet rap, while the whole chat waiting to see who got checked. Next, welcome to the ring now. Yeah. You talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. Got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah. Welcome to the ring now. You ain't built for this smoke. Y'all slap nuts ain't got milk for these oats. Donuts, so pipe down. Pipe down. You might drown. You don't want war with the king right now. Yeah. Welcome to Sparring with Santana. Bring your sources or bring excuses, whatever. Doesn't really matter either way. You're about to get cooked. You should know who I am by now.
You should. But if you don't worry, I got you. But if you don't worry, I got you. But if you don't worry, I got you. Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana, and guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Also, FYI, guys, If you are actually interested in supporting the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link here in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, we got to talk about it. The United States of America, guys, we got to unpack. There's a lot of things that we have to unpack, and we will get to those things that we need to unpack. But let's see if there's a debate. FYI, please don't request up to, like hang out or chill or talk or whatever. We are looking for some debates. I love the hell out of all of you, but make sure you're respecting the boundaries of the live. So only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. And FYI to the weird trolls as well. Let me just make sure I set the groundwork as far as our debates. I don't care about you being weird. I don't care about you splashing in the bathtub. I don't care about you like saying that you're a neo-libertarian phalangus or any of that shit. I don't care. I don't care about you calling me sexy or anything like that. If you come up here, I don't give a fuck about your trolling. I will make you debate. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah, I support Trump.
Okay. You said you support Trump. So I'm sorry. What would you like? Can I call you Crow? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, Crow. Would you like to tell me why today, August 5th, 2026, that you still support Donald Jimothy Trump? Or is there something specific on the background that you would like to start with?
Yeah, well, I really appreciate a lot what Make America Healthy Again is doing in order to combat the epidemic of obesity that we have going on in our country.
That would be interesting. I think that the premise behind quote unquote MAHA is absolutely amazing. And especially when you talk about the quote unquote epidemic of obesity, I think it's super interesting to understand like the health dynamics and what we do or don't have in our country when it comes to obesity and then malnutrition. Crow, I guess the question that I would have, because I think you and I can settle on the side as far as we want our country to be healthier. But Crow, how do you feel about explosive diarrhea?
Well, I feel, I guess it doesn't impact me as much as ultra processed foods do. So
wait, so you don't care about the actual massive spikes of cases of explosive diarrhea that's happening across our country where people can't even eat produce and they're like shitting their pants?
Yeah, no, I more care about people like that are morbidly obese, like John Candy, dying at the age of young 40s.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. And again, I don't think you're not going to get any pushback on me as far as like trying to have a healthier country in the sense of like, less processed foods, more access to like fresh produce, the elimination. How do you feel about food deserts and food swamps?
Yeah, food deserts and food swamps. I mean, I think that's a logistic issue that we need to fix. It's
What do you mean?
not necessarily about, well, we'd have to find a way to efficiently transport and store the food to these regions. So in terms of logistics, there's a lot of things that can go into that.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't understand what transportation has to do with food deserts or food swamps. Do you know what food deserts and food swamps are?
Yeah, these are areas with little access to healthy foods, right?
Kinda. Let's take them one at a time. What do you know about food deserts?
Yeah, as far as I understand, it's just a matter of whether or not they have access to food in terms, or ready access to local produce, things like that.
No, food deserts are strategic placings to ensure that like certain areas don't have access to fresh foods or healthy foods. Like literally it's situations where grocery stores are strategically placed further distances away so people aren't within walking or basic driving distance, and instead of going 5 minutes or a 5-minute walk to like a store, it'll take like a 15-20 minute drive to get to a store, which then eliminates the access to fresh food, healthy food, and then increases the reliability on processed foods.
Well, that's what I just said. It's a logistic issue. It would have to have a way to transport more foods to more remote areas.
Oh, it's not about transporting food though. That's what I'm saying. It's not. It's about eliminating the practice that goes against actually establishing those healthy grocery stores and that fresh food access within certain communities. It's not logistics. It's literally the actual the way that it's been strategically placed. So you just saying shipping stuff in, that we don't need to ship stuff in. We need to build more local grocery stores and increase people's access. It's not shipping and storing. It's actually building. Let's skip forward to food swamps. What do you know about food swamps?
Well, why aren't they building stores?
Racism. What do you know about food swamps?
What do you mean racism? You're saying racism is the cause? They're intentionally not building stores because of people's races?
Yeah, racism. What do you know about food swamps?
What's the source on that one?
Yeah, I can get you plenty of sources. So, give me a second. Let me pull it up. But while I am, what do you know about food swamps?
Oh, I'm not aware of a distinction between food swamps or food deserts. I just know that food availability is just a logistic issue. I haven't heard any government agency or food agency come out and say,
hold on,
hey,
hold on. So you don't know what food swamps are?
Oh, I haven't heard the term.
Oh, it's not a term. It's an actual thing, but that's fine. I have a study here that was completed by NIH, the National Library of Medicine. Holy smokes, this caption is way too large. The actual, let me, holy shit, why do I have this so massive? The title is listed, the public health effects of food deserts. And this is a study that was completed by the NIH. Where's the, hold on. Okay, here, this is what I was looking for. Show details. I'm looking for the actual PMID so I can give that to you so you can look it up. Why don't they have the PMID list?
This study says that food corporations and grocery stores are intentionally depriving Black people of food.
Yeah, it talks about the actual the history of the building of certain neighborhoods, and then the strategic displacement of actual grocery stores and food access in minority neighborhoods. This was something that was done in conjunction with the Economic Research Service, ERC, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the Institute of Medicine, and the National Research Council. They're the ones that actually not only did a joint review of the efforts that have been directly disparaging Black and brown neighborhoods, but specifically talking about the impacts of what needs to happen and how since 1965, the actual placement of food deserts and the lack of access to things like fruit, vegetables, whole grain, healthy fats has doubled certain things like cardiovascular disease, different types of cancers, all this other stuff. But it talks about the actual like strategic placement that has directly disenfranchised Black and brown people disproportionately. So racism.
Oh, okay. So it's just a matter of that there have been disparate impacts. It's not because Walmart today is intentionally depriving Black people of food. Okay.
Oh no, it's the system that has preceded and that's older than Walmart. It's bigger than Walmart.
So we would just have to find a way to logistically get food out to these locations. Okay, yeah, I agree.
Oh, again, it's not logistically get food. Why do you keep saying logistically get food? That implies that if we just actually ship food to those areas for certain times, that'll fix it. That's not going to fix it. Like
grocery stores are a storage unit, and when you're talking about a transportation and storage network,
I see what you did there.
It would be like a warehouse. So you transport the food to your warehouse, you store it there, and then you distribute it to the local population. So it's a transportation and logistics network here.
Okay, I'll give you that. I see how you connected that one. That was actually pretty decent. I'll give you your props on that. I think that was a bit of a reach, but it connects enough. All right, so we agree that the concentration when it comes to food deserts that needs to be placed on the eliminating racial practices that gives Black and brown people less access to healthy foods.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Eliminating food deserts would be part of what Trump is doing, sure.
Oh, can you give me anything that Donald Trump has actually done to eliminate food deserts? Any type of legislation, any type of financial backings, anything that he's done to address the issues with food deserts? Anything, just one thing that he's done to address food deserts.
Yeah, so you got he's been accelerating private investment into building out our AI infrastructure, and the AI is actively solving a lot of these issues, whether it be logistics of transportation
That's
of
not
goods
true.
more efficiently, whether it be well, it designed the next generation of
why do you keep talking and I'm saying that that's not true? You keep spamming like I've already stopped you to say that you're wrong, but you're still spamming the wrong stuff. AI is not addressing the issues with food deserts. Yes, you can say that, oh, there's investment in AI and it's going to fix all the problems. I hear you, but that's not a direct issue a direct initiative to address food deserts. That's really an initiative to address AI, in which Trump has been saying that AI will, make the energy crisis go down. It'll make the housing crisis go down. AI is the solution to everything to Donald Trump, but that's not how that works. Can you give me any type of direct initiative by the Trump administration targeting food deserts? Like you have direct initiatives by the Trump administration to target quote unquote DEI, right? You have direct initiatives to cut regulations and all this other stuff, but do you have a direct initiative to address food deserts?
Yes. Would more access to energy help with food deserts?
No, because you're trying to use that as a
No.
I'm saying no because you're trying to use that as a blanket catch-all, right? I mean, technically you can say, oh, more data centers that gives access to energy, which would, in parallel create more trucks to get there and like, yes, you can use it as a blanket catch-all, but that's a cop-out, because saying that data centers is going to solve all of the woes of our country, like that's not how it works. And even more so, when you talk about how this works, it takes time to actually build these data centers. It takes time to actually make sure that we have everything in place. And also there's been a massive rejection of data centers across the country due to the amount of pollution that it's causing, including air and water pollution, noise pollution, the additional cancerous impacts that it's having in places like Memphis, Tennessee, outside of Memphis, Tennessee. So like you see all across the board, even hell in Florida, they rejected data centers as well. So you're seeing a massive rejection of data centers around the country. So the answer again is no. So Crow, the question I have one more time is, do you have a direct initiative of Donald Trump and the Trump administration, hell, Maha, RFK Jr., directly trying to resolve the issues of food deserts throughout the United States of America?
No, they're mostly focused on ultra processed foods right now, which is a bigger issue than food desert.
Not. No, ultra processed foods is not a bigger issue.
It consists of 60 to 70% of all our groceries are ultra processed.
It's not a bigger issue because when you talk about the actual impacts of ultra processed foods, even if you address the issue with ultra processed foods, what happens to those people in those food deserts that are relying on the ultra processed foods?
If you decrease the ultra processed foods across the country, which is a much bigger impact, it impacts millions of more people than anyone is impacted by food deserts.
Prove it.
Well,
prove it.
Prove what?
Prove that the impacts from ultra processed foods is more wide reaching and impacting than the impact of food deserts.
Okay, well, approximately 70% of the food on our shelves.
When I say prove it, I don't mean just like spam words. I mean like give me a source, just how I just pulled up the information from the NIH, and I told you what the title was. And as a matter of fact, I'm still going to see if I can find that PMID so I can give that to you directly, even though I gave you the title. I always like to give the PMID. But yeah, I would like an actual source to be able to validate what you're saying instead of just, you know, hearing you tell me about 70% or, you know, other shit like that.
Okay, I'll stop in the middle and go look for something.
Perfect. Thank you. Take your time. I'm actually going to say thank you to a couple of people while you do that. Let's see here. Guys, let's see. W's in the chat for Harrison. Harrison sent a $15 donation saying, ready for a good stream today. You're the best. No, you're the best, Harrison. Thank you so much for the 15. W's in the chat for Kelly for the 5. Said, hey, Santana, I've learned so much from your streams. Thank you for what you do and you taught me and others. You provide, what you provide is invaluable. Black folks' work is not free. It's only pittance, but here's my tuition payment. Love you so much. I love you so much more. Thank you so much for that actual dono. And I'm really glad that you are enjoying the stream and you're actually enjoying what you're hearing. I don't like to say teaching because I don't think that I'm a teacher. I love the fact that we learn together. That was in the chat for Caleb. What up, Caleb? For the $1.99 super chat. I don't know. I think white people don't like Shaduro Sanders because he's unapologetically black. He's also super pompous, in my opinion, and title. I don't even really knock black people. I mean, white people for 1 second. I don't even knock white people for not liking Shaduro because he's kind of in your face. But you know, that's his image. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Bernie Cat for some reason, who sent a $2 super chat and just said Larry Bird. Okay, I guess. The Larry Bird, sure. W's in the chat for let's see here. Holy shit, Twitch is on it this morning. Holy fuck, I'm glad I hit refresh. W's in the chat for One Mighty Pen, who sent out a gifted sub. W's in the chat for Kelly for the 100 cheered bits to say drop kick slides in, throwing pockets full of glitter. Good Wednesday. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful day, and it's hump day. Midweek, we got this. You got this. So now grab your snackies and hydration. Now remember to stay amazing. Passes out energy and snacks as backflips out the window, exploding into glitter. W's in the chat for the hype train. W's in the chat for Kelly for the 10 cheered bits. They say choo choo. W's in the chat for Lotus for the 3 cheered bits. W's in the chat for Alana for the 1,000 cheered bits. Holy shit. Said happy Wednesday, excited for you to get these donuts. We're fucking on it. We achieved the level 1 hype train. Courtney's resubscribed for a month over on Twitch, and we're all caught up. We're all caught up. And holy fuck, Chewy, fucking W's in the chat for Chewy. You gotta stop this. Holy shit, Chewy, you gotta stop this. Fucking W's in the chat for Chewy for the $50 donation. Said Jubilee Labor was fire. W's in the chat for Chewy. Holy shit. Thank you so much for that $50 donation. I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed that Jubilee. That was actually one of my favorite ones to do because he was fucking roasted. W's in chat for all the donuts. Again, if anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Keep tapping the screen, share the live, send your daily heart. Me, it's only one coin. Hi. You said you had that source for me about the actual ultra processed food being more wide reaching and harmful than food deserts.
Yeah, I got multiple sources. One of them is, hold on.
W's in the chat, Chewy.
Yeah, northeastern.edu. University conducted a study and found that 70% of the
what's the title of the source? Wait, what's the title of the source? I got northeastern.edu. What's the title?
Food shopping. Research reveals realities of ultra processed foods.
Okay. Northeastern.edu research. Wait, hold on. You said the title is wait, sorry.
It would be food shopping ? And then research
Give me
reveals.
1 second. I'm sorry. For some reason, it brought me to like something that was completely different. It was northeastern.edu, but like it was a different title. Let me try one more time. Northeastern .edu. Give me the title one more time. I'm sorry.
Food shopping ? Research reveals.
Oh, see, that's different than what you told me before. See, that's what came up. That's different. So, okay, so the food shopping one. Got it. Food shopping ? Okay, so I got the. So this one says 70% of grocery store foods are ultra processed. Is that what you're referring to? Is that the one you're talking about?
I literally said that 70% of the food on grocery stores are ultra processed.
No, I see it. I'm sorry. It's weird. For some reason, like when you Google it, it has the title listed as 70% of grocery store foods are ultra processed, study reveals. But then when you click on it, it says the title that you gave me, which is the food shopping ? Okay, I apologize about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so that would be I made the claim that 70% of the food in our grocery stores are ultra processed, and there you go. There's a source.
What do you remember what your source was supposed to do?
It was supposed to demonstrate why I made the claim that of 70% of the food in our grocery stores are ultra processed.
That's not the claim. You remember your claim was that ultra processed food was a bigger and more large reaching impact than food deserts. And I said, no, it's not. Prove it. I said, give me a source that proves that ultra processed food is a bigger issue and more wide ranging in impact than food deserts. And you went and got a source that says that, and which we can look at this, but I'm just saying like this doesn't prove that the issue of ultra processed food is a bigger issue than food deserts. You're supposed to be getting a source that proves.
If 70% of the groceries in grocery stores all across the country, including grocery stores in food deserts, are consistent of ultra processed foods, then that logically necessitates that it impacts more people.
No. One, your premise that just because you can give me a source that says 70% of grocery stores carries ultra processed foods does not prove that the impacts of ultra processed foods are larger and more impactful than food deserts. But you know what? That's fine.
It impacts more people. I said it impacts more people.
No, that's not what you said. You said more impactful. We agreed on we agreed on this multiple times, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't. You're the first person up here. I don't want to like get stuck and bogged down with pedantics. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a look over your quote unquote source really quickly. But I know Solid just came up and he wanted to speak to you. Let me look at your source and then I'll get back to you. Go ahead, Solid.
The USDA and NCRC have both published studies where they find that, let me just read it here. The results indicate that historically redlined neighborhoods show a higher likelihood of unhealthy retail food environments, even for census tracts with present-day economic and racial privilege.
That sounds like an issue to me, right?
Unhealthy food environments are disproportionately concentrated in neighborhoods with clustering of racial/ethnic minorities and poverty. This disparity has been blamed in part on market self-regulation. This explanation risks overlooking past and current practices of racial segregation that have created and reinforced the obstacles blocking investments from food retailers in marginalized neighborhoods.
Are you just reading an article, or are you talking to me? What's happening?
I'm reading the study that's been published by USDA. Also, it wouldn't be MAHA's job to fix food insecurity. It would literally be the Rural Development Department of USDA.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why I said that I was focusing on that. MAHA is focusing on the ultra processed foods issue, and that I consider
who's
that
the
to be a
current
more
secretary of USDA?
important. Is USDA handling ultra processed foods?
Yeah, their job is the regulation of ultra processed foods. Yes.
In conjunction with the FDA, right?
Wait, just for clarity, who produced the rules on organic food production?
Well, in conjunction with FDA, right?
No, not in conjunction. It was the sole duty of USDA to produce those rules.
Has USDA produced the rules banning ultra processed foods?
Of course not. In 2019.
Okay.
2000. Excuse me. Okay, I'll tell you what. What years were they tasked with doing so?
Should they be tasked with doing so?
Yes.
Okay, and is RFK Jr. trying to task them to do so?
What department is RFK Jr. the head of?
Health and Human
HHS.
Services.
So not USDA.
Is he trying to get them to do so?
No. Can you substantiate that he is?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, substantiated. That means give a source. Also, before you do that, FYI, did you read this actual quote unquote source that you gave me from northeastern.edu and what it says? No, come back, Crow. Come back. Did you read this before you gave it to me?
I read the portion that said that 70% of the items were in grocery stores were ultra processed.
Oh, okay. What's the margin as far as declaring the research for the 70%? Like, what's the smallest percentile of ultra processing that has to be in the food for it to trigger to be included in the 70%?
How much is it?
That's a question for you.
Okay, I'll go look at that while I look for the other.
No. I want you to say you'll go look at it. I'm saying you. So you again, you didn't read. Come, Crow, come back. Come back, Crow. You didn't read the study before you. No. No, I said before you do that, we're talking. You didn't read this before you actually gave it to me.
Well, I don't remember it. I read it in the past, but
okay.
I don't keep all my sources in front of me at all times.
That's fine. In order to be counted in this actual quote unquote study, which ranged from 70%, if you have anything as the lowest amount that they categorized is 1.2%. So if any product has that's been ultra processed or has processed materials to the tune of 1.2% of the total product, then it was by the actual AI that they use to create this repository based off of 5,000 or 10,000 brands, 50,000 products across specific grocery stores. Because FYI, they didn't look at all the grocery stores in the country. They looked at major grocery stores like Whole Foods, Target, Walmart. Actually, those were the three. They actually just used those three. Hey, Crow, you can come back.
Yeah, what's that?
So this uses three. Why do you keep swiping out?
Well, I'm trying to look for the source. I'm not trying to waste time.
Yeah, I'm not saying look for a source. I want you to listen to what I'm saying so you can directly address the things that I'm saying. The actual source that you gave me looks at 3 companies, Target, Whole Foods, Walmart, and they look at 10,000 brands with 50,000 products, and anything that registers with at least 1.2% of the actual ingredients being ultra processed, which includes plant-based milk substitutes, any type of dairies. It includes grains, cereals like soups, stews, all of this stuff. If it has at least 1.2%, then it's counted in this 70%.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. 1.2% is too high. Okay, thank you.
Crow, come back. Come back, Crow. Crow, name one product that is, no, come back, Crow. You keep swiping out, quote unquote, look, I don't want you looking for any sources because I want you to stay where your feet are. Yes, I'll let you get back to solid in just a moment, but I'm trying to like talk about the source that you already gave me. You said 1.2% is too high. Name one product that's sold in the United States of America that's not produce that has less than 1.2% of processed ingredients.
Cabbage.
I said that's outside of produce. The cabbage is a produce.
Honey.
So you're saying your claim is honey has less than 1.2. What honey? What honey are you talking about?
Organic honey.
Name the organic honey that you're referring to.
The ones that my friends cultivate in their bee
Name
farms.
one. Name one.
It doesn't have a name. It's just a jar of honey.
You said that you get from your friends?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I don't trust you. You're a liar. You're a liar. I don't trust you, Crow.
You don't think that I buy honey off of my friends?
Nope.
Why not?
Because I don't know you. I don't believe you. You need more people. So you just saying like the honey that you get from your friends, like that's not. Fuck it. I don't even care because we interrupted Solid. I'm going to round this back out and then I'm going to pass it back to Solid. The source that you gave, right? You saying that 1.2% is too much. First and foremost, it's not. Like that's not even what this actual study was trying to actually get across. They're not talking about eliminating ultra processed foods. Would you like to know what the conclusion of this actual study was?
What was that?
The actual conclusion is that they want to actually reduce reliance on ultra processed foods and encourage foods that have lower ultra processing in it. So they gave an actual example of reducing the F Pro score in certain products by 10%. So they want to move products that's priced per calorie down by 10%. So they're not even looking to eliminate food products that has ultra processed ingredients in it. They're just trying to increase the actual sale of products that have 10% less. So that doesn't even like one, the source that you were supposed to be getting is supposed to say like it's more that ultra processed foods are more widespreading and impacting issue than food deserts. You only gave me this one source that looks at how much ultra processing food is available within 3 major stores within the US, but it also didn't say like, oh, this needs to be eliminated because it's a big problem. It just literally said that we need to encourage the reduction of these ingredients and promote products that have less ultra processed ingredients in it. You're just wrong. You're just wrong. You're wrong all over, but it's fine.
That was just one of 40 different sources. How about
then why would you give me the one source that doesn't prove your point? If this was one of 40 sources, why would you give me the one that doesn't prove your source? Prove your point.
I just gave you the first one.
Which lends itself to the point that you didn't look at the source before you gave it to me. Like, that's the problem. You made a claim, and then you went to search for sources that back up your claim without actually looking at it. Didn't think that I was going to actually review your actual source. But now that we've like critically looked at your source and we see that you are lacking, now you're saying, well, it was just one of 40. It's on you. That's on you that you gave me a source that didn't prove your point. That's a you problem. Anyway, solid.
Your job was to
according to BMJ.
Hey, Crow, I said solid. I said Crow. I said solid.
Yeah, your job was to provide me something that says that RFK is
wrong, but okay, we'll move on.
Crow, I said solid. Go ahead, solid.
All right, you need help. I get it.
Your job was to listen. That's we can tell that you're losing when you do stuff like that.
So much cope. But solid, he literally just said, well, that was one of 40 sources after his source like disproved didn't even come close to proving the shit that he was trying to say. Anyway, go ahead, solid.
I proved that
I said, go ahead, solid.
Yeah, your job was to provide me some sort of evidence that RFK is working with USDA to fight food insecurity.
Didn't have time to look it up.
Okay, I have time.
Do you want me to?
Yes.
While he does that, guys, keep tapping the screen, share the live, send your daily heart. Me, it's only one coin, and we'll boost the live and push us out to the FYP. What up, Peach? W's in the chat for Peach. W's in the chat for Peach and the Peach Raid. W's in the chat for Peach. W's in the chat as well for Jackie for the $3 donation, saying still want to show a little love because these times are tough. But thanks for educating us. Holy shit, Jackie, thank you so much for the dono. I understand times are tough, and I appreciate the hell out of you. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Danella. Yeah, like the wildest shit that he could have possibly said was, well, it was one of 40. Like, bro, it's your source. If you're gonna give a source, then maybe your source should actually prove your point. W's in the chat for Danella for the $1 donation. W's in the chat for JB for the 300 cheered bits. I know that's right. W's in the chat, JB. Thank you so much for the 300 cheered bits. W's in the chat for Wildwood for the $5 super chat to say, keep up the good thinking. Thank you. Thank you. W's in the chat for the Taffy Bot. Hey, Taffy Bot for the $5 super chat to say, my favorite show is on Sparring with Solid. That's not funny. That's not funny at all. W's in the chat, thank you so much for that. W's in the chat as well over on Instagram for Megan. Megan said that MAGA doesn't read and go to Chat GPT to respond, LOL, sorry, ignore me. No, like, you're good. That's what they do. W's in the chat for Instagram as well. Guys, if anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. All right, go ahead. You were giving Solid that source.
FDA.gov, the news release, the title is HHS, FDA, and USDA address the health risks of ultra-processed food. First sentence would be, under the leadership of U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and the U.S. Department of Agriculture Secretary Brooke L. Rollins, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration and U.S. Department of Agriculture are accelerating federal efforts to address the growing concerns around ultra-processed foods and the current epidemic of diet-related chronic disease that is plaguing America.
That didn't answer my question.
Also, wait, hold on. Wait. Crow. What is the first sentence in the second paragraph say? Read that.
Ultra-processed foods are driving our chronic disease epidemic.
Said
HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Okay.
We must boldly to eliminate the root causes of chronic illness and improve the health of our food supply.
Okay, cool. So, and Solid, I'm sorry, I'm going to give it back to you, but like, I feel like this is, again, this is what Crow's been trying to do. He's tried to stretch everything just enough. He's tried to stretch everything just enough to make it connect. But the reason why they mention HHS and Robert F. Kennedy, the Department of Agriculture, and Secretary Brooke L. Rollins, and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration and the U.S. Department of Agriculture is because this is something that's connected across multiple entities, and each entity has their own portion to play. Hey, why is RFK Jr. talking about the actual diseases instead of the actual food?
He said that ultra-processed foods are driving chronic disease epidemic.
Why is he talking about the chronic disease epidemic instead of talking about the foods?
Because the foods cause the disease.
Sure, but why is he not talking about the foods, and why is he talking about the disease?
He talked about both of them in one sentence.
He keeps talking about the actual disease, and that's the focus. The focus of Robert Kennedy, RFK Jr., is the disease and the chronic illness that he wants to address by addressing the food, because he's in charge of HHS, which would deal with the diseases, when USDA and the FDA would address medicine and food. Anyway, you Solid, back to you. I'm sorry, I'm not going to interrupt anymore.
Who cares about ultra processed food if it's not causing harm to humans? What is your point?
So Santana addressed exactly what I said. You didn't answer my question. Also, this RFI is just that. It's a request for information that doesn't tell us anything. They literally are just trying to establish a definition. It says right here for ultra processed foods. Literally, that's all it is.
You asked if they were making efforts between USDA, HHS, and FDA, and you asked me to provide a source. Here is the source that they are coordinating together.
Yes, we understand what it is you're about to say.
Okay.
However,
also, I got a quick question for you, Solid.
Your job was to demonstrate that
Solid.
RFK is doing something about food deserts.
Solid, I got a quick question for you.
So it was about
Solid, if the initiative was to actually, do some research or start working on this or whatever, and this was like over a year ago, wouldn't they have more updated published information as far as findings, things to actually like initiatives or anything that they're doing? Also, the chat is saying that, you're quiet, but wouldn't, after a year, if they published this proclamation on July 23rd, 2025, that they would have like some type of follow-up within a year's time frame?
No,
do they have
it doesn't.
Do they have a draft?
No, it doesn't actually. During my time as in the Office of Congressional Relations with USDA, I learned that often these flimsy gestures are made to do the performance of action merely for campaign efforts.
That's interesting.
Do they have a draft for the definition of ultra-processed foods awaiting approval?
I don't know. Do they?
Potentially. That would be progress.
Okay, show me that.
Talking about, right? Are you saying you haven't looked into this? You haven't done your research?
That's a dodge. Show me that.
Well, is that what you're saying? You haven't looked into it yourself?
That's another dodge. Show me that.
I haven't made a positive claim yet. Are you saying you don't know the answer?
You're dodging.
I'm not dodging. I never said that they have done this.
Also, the answer is no.
They have done
The answer is no. I just looked it up. The answer is no. The only thing that they've published is the HHS. The HHS has published more information, and it's called Fact Sheet. Trump administration resets U.S. nutrition policy, puts real food back at the center of health. And this was actually published January of this year. And what this actually does is talk about the actual when RFK announced like the flipping of the food pyramid and all this other stuff, but this doesn't address ultra processing, the definition of ultra processed foods or anything like that. So the answer to your question is no.
That was from January, and you're saying there has been no updates anywhere?
Give me where they've published the actual definition, what they determine ultra processed foods to be. Give me the follow-up from your original source, the recourse from HHS, FDA, and the USDA to address the health risk of ultra processed food, which was released on July 23rd, 2025. Give me that.
I'm not saying that it's happened yet. I was just asking you if you have.
Okay, and that's why I said no, and then that's why I said no, and then you said, well, they haven't published, and I said no, and so unless you can give me something that actually proves that they have, because I'm not finding anything, then the answer is still no, and you're wrong.
Well, if I may,
because I haven't made a claim about it.
This originally came about because we were addressing how racism was causing food deserts. And Crow was trying to allege that RFK was addressing food deserts to fight the racism by attacking processed foods.
No, my original position was that ultra processed foods are a bigger issue than food deserts. Not that he is solving food deserts via ultra processed foods.
You still haven't proved that. That's what Saul is saying. You haven't proved it.
I haven't made a claim that of how to solve food deserts. Have you made a claim?
Your claim was that ultra processed foods was a bigger issue and more impactful than food deserts. You haven't proven that claim.
Well, I gave a source that said it's responsible for something like 32%.
And we examined your source, and I told you not only the flaw in your source in the sense of being three major grocery stores, 10,000 brands, 50,000 products, and they didn't even say that, oh, this is the biggest problem. They didn't even say we need to eliminate this problem. They just said that they want to decrease the amount of ultra processed ingredients by 10%. And increase the promotion of products that have less ultra processed ingredients in it. Your source didn't say what you even are trying to reset it to say. Like, you didn't read the source. It doesn't say what you said. It doesn't prove your claim. And then you tried to run away from your source and said, well, it was the first of 40 sources. You haven't proven your claim.
The second source I sent you said that dozens of scientific studies have found.
What second source?
Foods often considered.
What second source?
The one from FDA.gov.
The one that, wait, you mean the one that's the press release?
Yep.
That's just citing the original source.
It says that it causes chronic illnesses. Like
it's citing the original source. It's an estimate. It's estimated that 70% of packaged products in the U.S. food supply are often considered ultra processed, and that children get over 60% of their calories from such food. Dozens of scientific studies have found link between consumptions of food and often considered ultra processed with numerous of adverse health outcomes, including cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, cancers, obesities, neurological disorders. Helping address overconsumption of ultra processed food is the key element of making America healthy again. This literally just doubles down on your first source. It's giving the numbers from your first source, and it says that addressing the overconsumption of ultra processed foods. It's not saying eliminating it. It's not saying we need to address it. It literally says overconsumption, which the point of your first source was that they want to reduce the amount of ingredients that are ultra processed ingredients that are in products by 10%. This is literally just repeating the same thing that's already been said. And there's been no follow-up since this was actually published in July of 2025. You literally still haven't claimed anything with your second source.
The second source expanded and said it was the cause of chronic illnesses, right?
The second source did not say that they're the cause. They said there are links between, and also it says that they want to address overconsumption. Your second source, your first source, your second source, your second source, and your first source do not prove your claim. You're literally grasping for straws and making yourself look stupid. I'm going to give you one more shot. Can you please get a source that you have reviewed that says ultra processed foods are more impactful and wide ranging than food deserts? You're trying to prove the bigger problem is ultra processed food more than food deserts. Solid. What do you think?
Well, you
I think he's
we
gonna do more of the
I would
same
love for you to
shit.
go get that source. Sorry, Solid. He interrupted.
I think he's gonna do more of the same shit and just see lying. The framing of the conversation has been changed. He's tried to bring the framing towards something that he feels more comfortable arguing rather than addressing what you said.
Yeah, I think so too. That was in the chat for Phil. What up, Phil, for the $2 donation? Yeah, you know what, Phil? Ooh, I'm gonna sit on that. Yeah, that's actually a great question, Phil. That'll be the follow-up question, depending on what happens. Phil, I'm gonna follow up with that question. W's in chat for Phil for the 2. W's in chat for Feisty for the $5 donation for hugs. Thank you, Feisty. W's in the chat for Jason for the $2 donation. He does, but I can't say that because we don't want to accidentally cause bilateral harm. But W's in the chat for Jason. I'm glad that you picked up on that too. W's in the chat for Tiffany for the $1 super chat. I'm sorry, the one gifted membership subscription over on YouTube. Massive W's in the chat for Tiffany. And let's see here. We're all caught up. Guys, if you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Keep tapping the screen, share the live, get the likes up for me. If you don't, we're not even at 100. We've been on for an hour and we're not even at 100,000 likes. The fuck is happening, chat? Lock in. Tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 200,000 likes. 200,000 likes. Also, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Make sure if you look up at the top and you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button. We're on our way to 200,000 followers. Please, please, please make sure that you are hitting that follow button, turning on notifications. So you guys know when I go live, because I go live all the time. All right. Solid. I don't know if he's ready. If you have anything else that you want to say to him, I think that he is.
Do you think there's a study that's been done that compares the two?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Do you think that there is a study that has been conducted that directly compares the two?
I don't know. I mean, you made the claim, so I would assume that you had already found a study and seen the. Wait, I'm gonna. You asked me a question. I'm trying to answer. I don't know. I would assume that since you actually made the claim, then that means you have actually done the research and verified this before you said this. I wouldn't think that you would say I wouldn't think that you would speak on things that you don't know anything about. Like you would just say stuff that you can't prove.
Based off of how many people, the number of people are impacted.
Yeah. Okay. Then you should be able to prove it, right? I mean, Crow. Hey, Crow. Hey, Crow. Do we just say things that we can't prove?
We say things that are derived from logic all the time. Yes.
Do we say things that we can't prove?
Say things that are derived from
Taco Bell ultra processed food?
Most likely, yes.
Okay. So when we're talking about food insecurity, food swamps are food insecurity. You understand that, right? Are you telling me that RFK is on a crusade against fast food joints?
I'm saying that he's on a crusade against ultra processed foods. I provided the source of with the
which would stand to reason that he's also against fast food joints. Yes? Can you show me where he has mentioned fast food or anything that he wants to do to regulate fast food joints?
You don't need to regulate the joints if they can't buy food that's ultra processed to serve to their customers.
Okay, can you find me where he said that?
That would be a logical, if the food source is where the Taco Bell.
Okay, so then that's just an inference that you made. Are you a mind reader?
It's not a mind reader. It's a supply chain. Taco Bell is located in certain. No, don't interrupt. Come on, man.
You're making inferences.
Don't interrupt.
Right? Are you a mind reader? Stop dodging me and stop crashing out.
No, because you keep interrupting when I clearly identified that Taco Bell.
Because you're not answering the question that was asked. Are you a mind reader?
Nobody is a mind reader.
I am. I'm clairvoyant.
So then what evidence could you present?
I'm clairvoyant. Watch this, Solid. With the next question, I'm pulling my best Jeff impersonation. With the next question you throw at him, Solid, he's not going to answer the question directly. He's going to sidestep, dodge, and try to get back to his comfort space. Go ahead, Solid.
Okay, I just need any policy that he has produced directly trying to regulate ultra processed foods.
There hasn't produced it yet. I never made that claim.
So, okay, good.
All right, I think we got him. I think we got him. I think we got him.
He's not done yet. They're working on it right now.
I think we got him. I think we got him. Hey, just to kind of put a bow on this.
I was bringing this up.
Phil had a great question.
I saw you on Jubilee.
Phil had a great question. Phil, I know. Listen, you came in here and thought that you were going to troll, and now I've spent an hour embarrassing you and made you look stupid and defend points that you don't have the ability to defend. You don't think that I knew you were trolling? You don't think that I knew that you came up here just to be a fucking weirdo? I knew what you were doing. I'm better than you. That's why I've been making you defend shit that you don't know about. And you've literally been up here walking in circles, proving that you don't know shit. You came up here. Why do you remember when you first came up here and I made the proclamation that I don't give a fuck about trolls and that I will make you debate? And then you just literally spent an hour up here debating me, looking stupid and not being prepared to actually defend any of the shit that you said because you just came up here to be infatuated with me and you don't have anything. Listen, Crow, next time, try harder, be better, work on yourself. I am better than you. Crow, I am better than you. Sorry, go ahead, Solid.
Oh, dang it. It's just, I needed to know if one, he was thinner than you, and two, if he's ever been on Jubilee.
Yeah, no. They're so infatuated with me, but Solid, I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to make them. I'm literally going to make them defend the shit that they're saying. Like they will stand on business. They don't get to actually come in here and be weirdos. I will make them do something. I'm better than you, Crow. I'm not just better than people, but I'm specifically better than Crow. I know that one. I was about to say something that I'm not supposed to say yet. So, Solid. Anything else that you wanted to add?
That's it, brother. I got to get back to work.
All right. I appreciate you, Solid. W's in the chat for Solid, guys. W's in the chat for Solid. W's in the chat for Solid. Fucking love it. When he first came up, he tried to do the bathroom bit. I heard him splashing the water. And then when he heard me speaking, he immediately tried to mute himself because he didn't want me to hear him splashing. And so that's when I started talking, and I called out the fact that if you're gonna troll, I'm gonna make you debate. And I knew that after I heard him splashing and I forced him into a debate. I heard mediocre ass white men. I hear your dog whistles. No matter what type of whistle they are, I hear them. I just don't give a fuck about them unless you say it with your chest. I don't give a fuck about your mediocre ass dog whistles. Say it with your chest or don't say it at all. I just had this donut up here for an hour defending shit that he doesn't know anything about, running in circles, and then proving that he doesn't have shit. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. Hi, Mars, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I have a question about your, like, the white people and racism question that you had up there. Like, can you just elaborate on that a little bit more, please?
Sure, but just to make sure we're on the same page. When I say white people, racism is your problem, is your first thought, nope, I disagree? Or is your first thought like, yeah, and I would like to know more about it?
Yeah, and I would, I don't know, it's kind of a confusing, the way you put it is kind of confusing for me, but I feel like I could agree. I just need more, like, what you think about it, like more.
Well, but before I give away the debate, because I don't want to give away the debate. Can you tell me what's your contention about the statement, white people, racism is your problem?
I think that in a sense it is their problem because.
Wait, are you white?
I am mixed, so I'm both. I'm black and white. Yes.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, friend, don't call yourself mixed because like you're not a puppy.
Biracial. Yeah.
There you go.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's right. I've had people call me mulatto, which is crazy.
Which is a slur as well.
You definitely, really? You definitely,
don't let people call you that. Don't let people call you any of those things.
Okay, thank you.
Now, what I will say, because I did click on your actual profile, and I'm trying to actually, I was gonna see if I could actually get an understanding of your race, because race is simple terms like the way that you present to the world. So I have a question, and don't take this the wrong way, but it's a really direct question for you.
Oh, you're all fine.
Why is it with like your videos and everything that there's all of them have like this filter that makes it like kind of harder to determine like your phenotypes?
I just like the filter, and I like the vibe it gives. My dad is fully Jamaican. Both his parents are fully Jamaican, and my mom is fully Irish.
Okay. Well, Irish isn't a race, but like I hear you. I want to say that you are a Black woman. It looks like you present as a Black woman. based off of your phenotypes. But the thing that's kind of throwing me off is, again, the actual filters, because the filters kind of looks like it can portray you as a white woman. But there's one video that doesn't have the filter, and you can clearly see that you absolutely present as a Black woman.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I do think that the filter makes me tanner, so I thought that you were trying to say like the opposite. But I like the filter. Also, I'm 18 and I'm insecure, so you know.
No, and I understand that. And that's why I said, like, I'm not trying to, and like I said, don't take it the wrong way or anything like that.
Yeah, right.
It's just a lot of people that are biracial struggle with like their identity. You often see people who are biracial and say, "Oh, I'm not Black enough for Black people. I'm not white enough for white people," and then it causes like this actual internal struggle between who they are. And so, especially as you presenting as a Black woman, I want you to make sure, I want to like make sure that I'm breathing confidence into you to let you know that like you should absolutely embrace being a Black woman and be proud to present as a Black woman. You know, being Black is absolutely beautiful. It's amazing.
Of course.
And like, you don't have to, especially like when, you know, you hear the term of mix, or you like the other thing that you said before, a lot of people try to degrade Blackness and Black people, and especially again when you have that duality. I'm not saying that you have to push aside that, you know, you share a race, right, your mom's race or whatever as well, but the way that race works is, you know, based off the phenotypes that you present to the world, and based off of like your hair texture, your complexion, your cheekbones. Your nose is a little bit more sharper than like having a wider breath or whatever, but overall the collection of your phenotypes, like your eyes, the shape of your eyes and all this other stuff, would say that you're a Black woman. And so
really?
Yeah. So I would just say, like, one, never, like, you should absolutely, in my opinion, you should absolutely embrace that and breathe life into being a Black woman. And two, like, never let anyone invalidate your Blackness. Like, that's a huge pet peeve of mine. Even for people who are like sellout tap dancing Uncle Tom Coons or whatever, I will never let anyone, like Joel Patrick, like fuck Joel Patrick, right? I think he is the biggest sellout that I've ever seen, but I will never let anyone invalidate his Blackness, even as he tries to. So I just want you to know, like, you absolutely present as a Black woman, and you should embrace that. But I'll give you this, and then I'm gonna move on to some debates. But I'll tell you, so the actual premise behind the point, white people racism is your problem, it derives from the creation and weaponization of whiteness, white supremacy, and race. And the only people that benefit from it and can control and fully utilize those mechanisms of race and racism is white people. And so, since white people are the only ones that can fully benefit and weaponize race and racism as white people, it's their responsibility to like fix the problem. And that's at the heart of what I'm saying.
Okay, now that you explained it better, I do agree with that. I do have one question. Do you think that people can be racist towards white people?
No.
Okay.
And that simply goes back to what I was just saying. Because of the actual creation, the perpetuation, and the constant maintenance of race and racism, the only people that can benefit or weaponize it is white people.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I agree with you. And okay, that makes a lot more sense, because I was just I didn't really know if I agreed or disagreed with you on the way you put it up there. But, and I just want to say I really appreciate your talk to me, because I live in I think there's 3 other Black people in the town I live in.
Yeah.
And I go to an all-white school, so it's really, it's Idaho too, so it doesn't help. But that helped me a lot, and I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate what you do.
Listen, I get it. And again, like, even if you were in New York or LA or something like that, I think there's an internal strife that you would see within yourself anyway, because people try to invalidate you and your identity, like literally. If you take a look, there's a great book that I've been recommending for everyone to read, which is the 1916 Project. right? And it talks about the
Yeah.
history of Black people, pre-chattel slavery, the things that occurred, you know,
Oh,
during
wow.
chattel slavery, post-chattel slavery, like all of it. It's a really amazing. But one thing that they directly tried to do with biracial people was to alienate them as people. And so much so to like changing the way that people track lineage prior to chattel slavery. The way
Oh
that
my
people
God.
track lineage was based off of the blood of the mother, this term blood of the mother. So technically, like pre-chattel slavery, if your mom was white, you would be considered white, right? If your mom was Black,
Oh,
you would be
yeah,
considered
right.
Black.
I've heard about that.
Right.
Yeah.
But so since Black people were looked at as objects, and that trigger warning, content warning, guys, I want to make sure, I'm trying to make sure that I'm doing better as far as giving people heads up and warnings. So trigger warning, content warning, this is going to be kind of tough to hear, but I do recommend that everybody go read 1619 Project. I said 1916, my bad. 1619 Project, I fucked up. 1619 Project. Trigger warning, content warning, trigger warning, content warning. Since Black people were looked at as properties, and Black women specifically were being raped, and like white men were impregnating white women, they didn't want to create a portion of the population that shared those phenotypes of Black people, but that were categorized as whites, that would have access that other white people had. And so they changed that so the white slave owners could rape their Black slaves and then have the actual race follow. I'm sorry, it used to be, yeah. It used to be the race follows I said that backwards. Holy shit, I'm saying everything backwards. The race would follow the father. And then they changed it to the race will follow the mother, right?
Yeah.
So when they raped the baby, no
Oh my
matter how they
God.
presented to the world, since the mom was Black, they would still be considered Black. I apologize, guys.
Wow.
I fucking flipped that. I apologize. But yeah, they changed that, and they did this one because like Black women and Black slaves didn't have any type of rights or access or anything, but two, they justified this, right? They justified it not only in the sense of like Black people being property, but they said that if they allowed this to happen, then it's less likely that white men would rape white women. Like they literally said this would protect. Oh, she's gone. They literally said, guys, that this would give white women protection, because if they allowed these white men to rape their Black women slaves, then they would be less likely to rape white women. Anyway, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debate. Sorry for the trigger warning, guys. I felt like it was super important to get to that. Also, I apologize for getting things back. I got not only the dates, I got the back. I do that at times. Like I got the date backwards and then I got the thing backwards. It's called the 1619 Project, not the 1916. 1619 Project. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I'm sorry, Santana. I love what you do. I did not mean to click. I was hearting and I must have clicked request.
No worries. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Bye.
Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. If you're over on YouTube and you would like to debate, you can do so. You don't even have to leave where you are. The only thing you have to do is click that link and we can get you up here for some debates. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Hi, Johnny, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Oh, no, I apologize.
Okay, no worries. I'll drop you down. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates, please. And Donker Shane, if you don't mind. Donker Shane. Anyway, we got to talk about it. We are talking about the fact that America, it's time to unpack. We got to unpack a couple of different things. First and foremost, men, we are the problem. point blank period. Like, I think that that's something that is very well known and very well accepted. And I do want to talk about that for a half a second, because a lot of people saying, what do you mean by Santana? What do you mean by men, we are the problem? I mean that we have to address the amount of harm that's caused by men. And a lot of people, especially black men, will try to say, oh, you mean white men. If I meant white men, I would say white men. I want to be very clear. I picked the words on my background for a specific reason. I don't like forget shit when I make the backgrounds. And if I wanted to say white men, you are the problem, then I would say white men, you're the problem. Someone said, what about trans men? If I wanted to say everyone except trans men are the problem, I would have said everyone except trans men are the problem. I said what I said. I'm not excluding black people. I'm not excluding men that are non-white. I'm not excluding trans men. I'm not excluding anyone. I'm saying men. We are the problem. Oh, is this the Ashley that's been like tap dancing and kikiing in the comment section? Ashley, I just muted you. Get up here. Sent you a request. I saw you going back and forth. I saw people calling you out directly in the comments section, Ashley. Ashley, I muted you. Get up here. You put laughing emojis in the chat, but now I got you in the cocaine clutch and the spotlight. Hey, history has its eyes on you. Ashley Brooks, JE, get up here. I know you see that actual request on your screen. The request is on your screen. You've been here watching. You had a lot to say. Oh, you said the 1619 project was inaccurate. Ashley, get up here. No. Oh, don't reject that request. I'm sending it again. Don't do that, Ashley. Don't do that. No, don't do that. You was popping all that good shit just a moment ago. It's funny how people talk a lot of shit, but when they see me, they don't do shit. It's funny. As Curtis Jackson once said, you shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house. And if you got a glass jaw, you should watch your mouth, because I'll break your face. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. So yeah, the point that I'm trying to get across is I'm not like precluding any portion of men. I'm talking about each and every one. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah, I am a Trump supporter, but I have a question that's kind of confusing me.
Okay. Wait, before you go too far, your profile just says MAGA and sad talk. I don't want to do that. Do you have a name I could call you, like, just so we can have like
CJ.
CJ? Okay. Nice to meet you, CJ. You said you are a Trump supporter or you do disagree, or which one?
No, I am a Trump supporter, but I'm confused on one of the things on the screen.
Okay, go ahead.
It says white people, and then racism is your problem.
Mm-hmm.
So is that like, I'm like confused, because like I have black friends too. So it's like, what is our problem?
Racism.
Like in which way? Because like I'm not racist.
Like all
so
of
it's like, can you like explain?
Yeah, I can. But before I do, just to like double check, are you saying that you disagree with the statement that white people racism is your problem?
Well, Yeah, I disagree because racism can be from any race.
Okay. I was just about to say, tell me why you have the problem, but I'll just stop there for a half a second. Is there anything that you want to add to that as far as your contention with white people? Racism is your problem?
I mean, not really. I'm just confused on why, like, it's white people's fault.
Okay. All right. It doesn't say white people fault. It just says it's your problem, but we can definitely talk about it. Would you mind, CJ, if I just thank a couple of people really quickly, and then I'll get into
Yeah, I do think.
Perfect. Thank you. Debbie's in the chat for Martina for the $5 donation, and Martina didn't say anything, just said the $5. Debbie's in the chat, Martina. Debbie's in the chat for Amber. Hey, Amber, for the $10 donation, saying love your show. I watch daily. Hopefully, this will help keep it going. Amber, seriously, thank you. Thank you to Amber. Thank you to everyone who's watching, who's tapping, who's gifting, but definitely thank you to everyone who donates, because Amber, you said something that's super important. Literally, you give me the ability to do this on a day in, day out basis. Like I've said this plenty of times before. The reason why I have this voice, the reason why I have this platform, the reason why I can do any of this is because of you guys, you showing up, you supporting, you tapping the screen. But whenever you guys donate, no matter what it is, like, you guys give me the ability to do this for another day. And I am forever grateful. I don't take this for granted. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. And when you guys, I know how hard times are. And when you guys actually make a decision to like come out of your pockets and donate and support the live and support what we do and support our community, I'm just so grateful. So Amber, to your point, thank you. It will absolutely keep the live going. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Massive W's in chat for Amber. Massive W's in chat for Isabella for the $8 donation, saying, as a white woman, I want to do better job at pushing back against racism. If you're I'm not going to read the rest of this, Isabella, because you're about to give up the game. We're going to deal with this. Isabella is fucking on it. Isabella is clairvoyant, because Isabella's message in her $8 donation goes to where I was just about to go. Fucking W's in the chat for Isabella. I love it. W's in the chat for Ryan for the $5 donation, saying, you know, I'm always going to support you due to my biases. Seeing as how we're both pro wrestling fans, shout out to you. You'll just break kayfabe every now and then. Sometimes you got to Deadpool it. W's in the chat for Danella for the $1 donation. What's surrounded reaction? What's surrounded reaction just got posted? Oh, I want to see that. Debbie's in the chat for Joy for the $5 donation, saying LOL at the 50 cent quote. Listen, Joy, you know me. I got random ass quotes for days. Debbie's in the chat for Fashid audiobook. Also, guys, if you guys don't know, Jeff actually has finished the audiobook and it's available for purchase. Make sure you guys go get that fucking audiobook. W's in the chat for Tiffany for sending out 5 YouTube subscriptions. W's in the chat for all the donos. Guys, if anyone else like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links and link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. It's the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read it out. Keep tapping the screen, share the live, knock out the daily heart me, and knock out the daily gift goal. It's the Rosas. And make sure you look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. We're on our way to 200,000 followers. We only got 40 new followers on the stream, and we've been live for an hour and a half. Please, 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 guys, hit that follow button, turn on notifications so you know when we go live, please. All right, CJ. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So, CJ, the reason why I say that white people racism is your problem, it's because white people are the arbiters of race, racism, whiteness, white supremacy, and they're the only ones that can weaponize those things. They're the only ones that can benefit completely from racism, and they're the only ones that can weaponize racism completely. So since they're the only ones that can completely benefit from it or completely weaponize it, they have the sole responsibility of dismantling racism.
But obviously, like, not all white people, because like Parker and Dean, like, they're good people. They don't weaponize it. Like, so there's obviously good white people out there who don't weaponize it.
When did I say anything about like there not being good white people or anything like that?
Well, you said white people, so I mean, it doesn't say all or in general, like a certain amount. It just says white people.
Yeah,
So it's like
but
I'm
again,
confused on
my question: do you see anything here that says like white people are bad or white people weaponize racism or anything like that?
No, but like I'm like, can't Asians or other races like weaponize racism in their own way?
No, that's why I literally just said that only white people have the ability to completely weaponize racism, and actually benefit from race and racism. Also, I do want to call this out.
Benefit from racism?
Oh, I'll tell you. I'll give you that information in just a moment. But I do want to call this out, not only for you, but I feel like I say this all the time, and I haven't said it in a little while, and so I think it's like very appropriate at this moment because again, I'm sure that other people will come up and say this and da 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 because people love saying, well, what about Parker? What about Dean? You're friends with them. They're white. Do they believe this? Do you tell them this? Da 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 da. Listen. I say this with my entire fucking chest. And when I say this, I'm going to make sure that you guys understand where I'm going with this. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me do this really quick. Because I want to be like, I want to be very specific about what I'm saying. Let's see here. Nemo, Kenzie, RTP, Sorsha, Kay, Petty, Irene, Aqua, Sam, Dylan, Boston Brian, Kelbell, Jared. Let's see here. Matt, and this is political Matt. Pickles, facts still matter, Parker, Dean, Nico, USMC, Angry Vet. That's the other Matt, Angry Vet Matt. Comrade B, Ange, let's see here, Corey, Kirsten, Brett Cross. What up, Brett? Law of the Wild, Amber, the librarian, RC Dubs.
Don't forget Matt, the librarian.
I got this. Frey, and yes, Matt, the librarian. All of these are my white friends. They're literally my mutuals on the social medias. I have different levels of friendships with all of the white people that I name. I have different levels of interactions with all of the white people on a day-to-day basis. But each and every one of those white people that I name, they're all my mutuals. And I say this with my whole ass chest. If there was one of them that didn't understand or disagreed with the statement, then we wouldn't be mutuals and we wouldn't be friends. If they didn't understand the statement and if they disagreed, we wouldn't be mutuals. A lot of those people are we wouldn't be mutuals and we wouldn't be friends. So I'm the reason why I did that is to bring it up and to really try to make sure that people understand, like, invoking the name of white people that are my friends, that I'm close to, that I associate with, or anything like that, does not absolve the thing that I'm saying, because just like it's on my background, they see it, they know it, they agree with it, and they make fun of you dweebs who don't. Anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to answer your question directly. Yes, it also includes, the statement includes Parker and Dean. They also don't get butthurt about it because they understand it.
I mean, I'm not getting butthurt about it. I'm just saying that's a heavy load. You know,
it's not. It's really not. And you know, it's funny. If you actually try to understand it, then you would understand why it's like not a heavy load and why.
well,
like,
I can understand it. There are some bad people out there, just like there's like bad cops or bad people in any job. You know,
I
like,
do think that
not
you're missing the
everybody
point. That's
chooses
why
to
for
be
some reason you're
racist.
saying that there's bad people out there. This has
Not
nothing to do
everybody.
with good or bad. Like
Not everybody.
no
Not
one,
everybody chooses to be racist. You know.
all white people are inherently racist.
So, explain that, please.
I'm trying to decide how much I want to actually explain, because I know if I start explaining too much, then my white friends are going to get mad at me and start sending me message saying, "Are you educating for free?" Because, you know, black people labor is free, and they get mad at me when I teach white people for free.
But I just feel like you're calling me racist, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, all white people are inherently racist. All white people are inherently racist. All able-bodied people are inherently ableist. All men are inherently misogynistic. Yes.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that.
Okay, prove it.
Me, for instance,
That
I'm not
doesn't
racist.
disprove anything. You want to know why I know for a fact that,
what
like,
do I need to tell you?
You know why? You want to know why? I know for a fact that even you just saying like me isn't going to disprove it.
How?
What's the difference between inherent and inherit?
Like an inheritance?
What's the difference between inherent and inherit?
I can go look it up for you.
No. I don't want you to look it up. I just want you to answer the question. What's the difference between?
I don't know the two differences. That's why I said I could go look it up for you.
Okay, so that's where we want to start, right? The reason why I know that you can't disprove it is because you don't know what the difference is between inherent and inherit. And that's why, like, when I said all white people are inherently racist, all able-bodied people are inherently ableist, all men are inherently misogynistic, you don't know what that word means and what that actually looks like, what that actually manifests as. And so since you don't know those things, then you are pushing back because it makes you feel uncomfy. You think that I'm saying that all white people are bad or all white people are evil. I'm not casting any type of moral judgment on anyone. I'm literally not. Yes, all cis people are inherently transphobic. Facts. W's in the chat. Inherent means that if you are not a part of this marginalized group, then you have innate biases that put you in a position where you neglect or unintentionally harm said group that you're not a part of. And the only way that you can break through those inherent biases and the inherent thing that you have is by actively fighting against it. Just by being white, you exist in a world and a reality that is disproportionately skewed to you and your whiteness in order for you to benefit.
I would say that's kind of racist.
How is that racist? It is racist, but how is that racist?
You're blaming white people for in my head, you're blaming white people for another race existing. That's
Wait,
like
what?
That makes no damn fucking sense.
How am I blaming white people for other races existing?
You're basically saying it's white people's fault that we're racist because black people or white people are racist towards black people. Like,
oh, okay, yeah, I agree. It actually, if you want to keep it funky, I am blaming white people for other races. You want to know why?
I mean, you can. It's an opinion, but go ahead.
No, it's not. I don't say things that are opinion. I only say things that I can prove. Yes, I'm blaming white people for other races. Would you like to know why?
Go, shoot.
Who created race?
Well, if you believe in the Bible, God.
I don't believe in the fairy tale book. And also, no, that's not the question. What is race?
Different color of group of people, I'm pretty sure, right?
No, like you don't know these things. It's super interesting. No, that's not race. Race is a
Well, race
social
is like
construct.
white people, black people, Asians, you know,
You-
shit like that.
Well, no one said like give me examples of races. Like, and I got to make sure that I'm saying people, when I say examples of races and not examples of racist, anyway, with an S, no one said name the races, you know. I said, what is race? So you like naming different races is not the answer to the question. That the question was, what is race? But to answer my own question, because I know you don't know the answer, a Portuguese man by the name of Gomez Inês de Zarara is attributed the social construct of race. Race is literally just a social construct.
Oh, so it has nothing to do with like the different colors of people.
What
'Cause I thought
colors?
races-
What colors
I-
are you talking? What colors are you talking about? What different colors?
Like white, like I just said it, white, black, Asians, you know, stuff
Is
like
Asian
that.
a color?
People refer to them as yellow.
I knew you were gonna fucking do that. Holy shit, CJ. God damn it. I was just about to bait you into doing that shit. I did not think that you were willing. Don't fucking do that. No, they're not quote unquote yellow, you donut. And no, race is not based off of color. And it's not even color. You're talking about skin tone. But no, it's not just based off of skin tone. It's a social construct that's based off of grouping of socially acceptable phenotypes. You know what phenotypes are?
No.
The shape of your eyes, like the positioning of your cheekbones, the texture of your hair, the breadth of your nose, like those actual things. Ari said, and you want to debate? Exactly, Ari. Listen, they always come up here super unprepared, like always. Anyway.
Well, it's not that I'm unprepared. I just don't know these things. And I'm like, I just thought you were calling all white people racist. Are you looking for somebody back there? My problem was I thought you were calling all white people racist, and I had a problem with that. You gotta appreciate them.
No. I just want you to. I want you to just wait for a second. I gotta check in with someone. I have to check in with someone because maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Give me a second. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Hey, Sam.
Hey.
Hey, if I am getting ready to take a test and I don't know anything for the test that I'm getting ready to take, am I unprepared?
Yeah, you should have studied.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because apparently not knowing anything is not being unprepared when it comes to a debate.
Yeah, you don't know anything, MAGA. You're not equipped for this, and it's embarrassing, and you're just being harmful. You're just like proving the prompt.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Sam. I just wanted to check and make sure I wasn't tripping. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't me. I appreciate you.
Yeah, anytime.
Thank you. Yeah, CJ, you came in here unprepared because you don't know anything. And like you trying to debate something based off of the fifis in your tum-tum speaks to like you just being uncomfortable with the truth.
No one's uncomfortable.
You're very uncomfortable. The reason why you came up here and push back on something, like you've inferred that the background says something that it doesn't say. You've categorically denied,
and you disagree with what I disagree with.
Can I finish my sentence?
Like
can I finish my sentence, CJ?
Sure.
You categorically denied the premise that I've laid out as far as like all white people inherently being racist, and you called Asian people quote unquote yellow, which is fucking wild shit. So
that's just what I've heard though.
Yeah, that's because you're ignorant. And
I guess.
Yeah. You're ignorant, and like being
Opinions
ignorant
are like assholes. Everybody has them.
I'm sorry?
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has them.
Can you tell me one thing that I've given my opinion on?
What you just said. Like
me calling you ignorant is an opinion?
Yeah.
What does ignorant mean?
To act dumb or stupid, I'm pretty sure.
First and foremost, please don't use the D-U-M-B word. That's ableist. But no, that's not what ignorant means. Ignorant means that you have a lack of knowledge on a subject. That doesn't mean that you're stupid. That just means you don't know about.
That's literally what I said.
No, you didn't. No, you said that you're stupid. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm saying that you have a lack.
I didn't say I was stupid.
I'm gonna mute you because you can't hear me if you're speaking at the same time that I'm speaking. Ignorant does not mean that you are stupid, because you just tried to equivocate that ignorant means stupid. That's not what it means. It means that you lack knowledge on a particular thing. Being ignorant is not a good nor bad thing. It does not denote your intelligence. It just means that you don't know things on something. Like I am ignorant of how to make sourdough bread. I have no fucking clue how to make sourdough bread. So I am absolutely ignorant of when it comes to making sourdough bread. Now, if I want to make sourdough bread, or if I want to like judge sourdough bread, or if I want to give people tips on how to make sourdough bread, but I don't actually educate myself and try to learn about sourdough bread, I just speak to people about, well, you know, the reason why your sourdough bread is coming out wrong is because your temperature is off, or you're not using enough yeast. I think that's what you're using or whatever. If I start doing that, then I'm willfully ignorant. And then that's harmful. That shows like a different level, right? So those things are different. There's a difference between being ignorant and being willfully ignorant. So I just said that you're ignorant. Now, with you actually fighting me on things without knowing facts, history, or having any type of empirics, now you're teetering towards being willfully ignorant. You get what I'm saying?
100%. I just don't think you're hearing me out exactly. I think you're too busy wanting to make fun of me.
I literally haven't made fun of you yet. Well, I kind of did with the whole thing. But besides that, I haven't made fun of you. I'll hear you out. Go ahead. Tell me, say all the things that you want to say. I'll sit here quietly and take it in. You have a good point. I'm willing to hear you.
I don't have a lot of things. I just have one, basically. It's like there are good I'm going to say white people because that's what it says on your screen. There are good white people out there who are not harmful, is what I'm trying to say, though. And you're saying all white people are harmful. We're not, though. Like, obviously, there are a lot of bad, but like I said earlier, Parker and Dean are a great example of white people who are not harmful or like weaponize it. If you know what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Anything else that you want to add to that?
No, but after this, I do have one thing I want to ask you.
Well, I mean, we got to get past this first. So
yeah, but I just want to let you know.
All right, perfect. So I wrote down what you said, and you said you want me to know that there are good white people out there. Not all white people are harmful. Not all white people are bad, and not all white people weaponize it. And you said that's based off of my background. Now, just to make sure that we're on the same page, can you read what that says?
White people, racism is your problem.
Okay. Can you tell me where the word all?
But that's what I'm confused about.
Wait, CJ. Can you tell me where the word all is in this actual prompt?
You know what, Santana? You got me.
Okay, cool. So I think that's the first part that I want to like establish is you changing my prompt because it makes you feel uncomfortable is not what we're looking to do here.
You don't believe all white people? Oh, sorry. You don't believe all white people are harmful then?
If I believe that all white people are quote unquote harmful, I would say all white people are harmful. Now, if you want to talk about harm, then whiteness perpetuates harm. That's my statement. Whiteness.
What do you mean by that?
I would love to have a linear dialogue instead of like adding new subtext. Can I finish like this logic train and then like I took notes. Can you take notes and then like we'll revisit any of the other things?
What do you mean? Like on my phone?
On your phone, on paper.
I don't write paper.
You can doodle it in the dirt, like wherever you.
Yeah, I'll take notes. Just let me know.
Okay. I mean, when I say notes, like just jot down your question and don't interrupt me with the question while I'm addressing your original question. Okay.
Of course.
Okay. So when I talk about all, or when you talk about all, I never said all. If I wanted to say all, I would be emphatic with the phrasing of all. That's the reason why it doesn't say all is because I don't want to say all. I never talk about people being harmful, nor bad, nor weaponizing it. CJ, if I wanted to say any of those things, then it would actually directly say that I don't have an issue with saying stuff with my chest. And with that being said, CJ, the reason why are you taking notes on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you're swiping back in every once in a while because if you were out for too long. Yeah. And I'm about to land my plane. So the reason why you said those things and you felt like it was necessary to proclaim that they're good white people, that they're not harmful, that they're not bad, that they don't weaponize it, and for some reason you keep invoking Parker and Dean, is because you feel uncomfortable with the statements on the background and you don't understand what's being said. And instead of you actually like sitting in that discomfort and trying to learn more and unpack, which that's we're trying to unpack, instead of you trying to unpack, you are actively trying to fight it because you immediately disagree, even though you don't have anything outside the fifis and your tum-tum to push back on the disagreement?
Well, I'm not really hurtful or uncomfortable now that you don't mean all. So, I mean,
I do mean you.
me?
Yeah, you, specifically you.
And how am I harmful to... Elaborate, please?
Yeah, you literally have been up here perpetuating harm by not only being ignorant, but then engaging in willful ignorance and perpetuating ideology that is directly contradicting what needs to be heard and unpacked for people who are white. Like you coming up here and defending the premise behind like whiteness and racism and race, and trying to invalidate how racism and is perpetuated on anyone who's not white is literally you doing like apologia for racism. You're literally giving racist coverage to feel better about themselves, saying, well, you know what, this guy thinks that I'm not the problem, maybe I'm not the problem. You're harmful as far as perpetuating the narrative.
That's an opinion.
No, that's a fact.
Is that in a dictionary or something? Because
what does a dictionary have to do with factual information?
How is anything you said about me a fact? I mean,
because that's what you've done up here. Like that's literally what you've done. I didn't guess. This isn't because you just came up and I just said all these things about you. I'm not making anything up. You and I.
We're gonna agree.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. You've been up here for 33 minutes. 33 minutes. So within this 33 minutes, you and I have had, like, I've tried to have a linear dialogue, and you confirmed that you don't know any of the things that you know. You continue to deny. You continue to project, and you continue to engage in apologia. All of those things are indicative of you being harmful. That's the point. Like I laid out specifically all of the things that you did to actually I got to the conclusion that you are harmful. I'm not just saying this because I believe this in my heart or some shit. Like you literally have done these things. And this isn't personal to you. If someone came up here and there was like, oh, I disagree with the statement that men were the problem, and then they followed through and did all the same shit that you were doing in an equivalent proportion to like men and manhood, then I would say the same thing to them, not because, they're them. It's because of the things that they did to get us to this conclusion. Like you brought us to this point of you being harmful. So yes, you are harmful.
So I'm a piece of shit and I deserve nothing.
You need actual therapy, Bubba. Like you need actual therapy because
I mean, you're basically talking about me like a fucking devil. Like I'm harmful. You don't even know me. Like what?
CJ, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between. Nope. I need you to hear me.
I'm not going to hold your hand at all.
I need you to hear me when I say this. I need you to stop. I need you to stop, drop your guard for a second, and I need you to take this in. I need you to hear me when I say this. This is not personal. I am not attacking your character. I am not casting judgment or morality on you. I'm only calling out what I see and what I can prove. I don't know you personally. I don't know anything about you beyond the conversation that we've had. And even if I did know you on a personal level, I wouldn't be able to judge you because I don't have moral high ground to judge anyone. No better than anyone. No one's better than me, but I'm no better than anyone. So CJ, this entire conversation that we've been having, I haven't called you a piece of shit. I didn't say that you were a devil. Hell, I even extended you grace by saying that you were ignorant. So please stop taking this as an attack on you and your character, because that's just your feelings and projection, and deal with the substance. Floor's yours.
I'm gonna have to agree to disagree here. Like, you're basically insulting me. Like,
oh no, if I wanted to insult you, I would have called you a fucking idiot. I would have said, like, I would have started talking about your clancestors.
see,
I would have said that you were a mediocre ass white. I would have said that you're a mediocre ass white man. I would have said, like, oh, if I wanted to insult you, like, I have really good insults. But now you're taking my kindness for weakness. Now I'm feeling like I want to get into some old gangsta shit. So this is the last time, CJ. I'm going to let you know I've extended you nothing but grace and courtesy. I haven't made fun of you. I did kind of take a rib at you for a half a second with Sam.
You did take a rib
I've already acknowledged that. I took a rib at you with Sam. But outside of that, I've extended you grace, and I've been nothing but courteous. And I've even over-explained at the fact that there's so many people yelling at me, stop teaching this white man for free, because black people labor is not free. This is the last time I'm going to say this, CJ. And I'm going to say it a way that I hope that, like, will resonate with you. Either shit or get off the pot. I'm done with you crying. Hit dogs are gonna holler. If you feel like I'm talking about you, if you feel like I'm calling you a piece of shit, then it's literally your internal shittiness seeping out of your pores.
For one, I mean, you could really insult me. I don't care what you say. You're some.
You don't have to
dude
give
on
me
the
permission
internet.
to insult you. If I wanted to insult you, I would. That's why.
No, you can
that's
do
why.
it. I mean,
like, that's the
that would
funniest
just
shit about
show how
all of this.
low IQ
If I actually wanted to insult you, then I would. You said that shows my IQ.
Just shows how low IQ you are.
What does IQ stand for?
Make you feel,
what does IQ stand for?
You have to insult someone.
What does IQ stand for?
Intelligence something. I don't know.
Oh. I'm low IQ, but you don't even know what the fuck it stands for. You're stupid.
You're speaking out of your feelings.
No, I've been giving you empirics. You've been speaking out of your feelings because you feel uncomfortable. You're fragile. You're a fucking crybaby. And you've been up here crying for almost 45 minutes while I've been trying to educate you because I feel pity for you. You're mediocre as fuck. You're mediocre as fuck. And I've tried to actually extend an olive branch without crashing out on this mediocre ass white man. But at this point, you got jack shit. Now I want you to either lay out empirics that disprove I want you to lay out empirics to disprove the premise that I have on the background, or concede. I don't care which one.
Well, I'm not going to concede. That's like the first.
Okay, then lay out empirics. And I'm telling you, if you don't give factual information, that's a concession. If you start talking about your feelings, if you start talking about things that you can't prove, that's a concession. You lose. So if you disagree, you know what? As a matter of fact, I'll give you something. I'll give you something that you can disprove. I've already told you that race was created by a Portuguese man by the name of Gomez Inés de Zurara.
Yeah, you did.
If race was created and it's been perpetuated, and racism is a complete system that have different mechanisms underneath it. And your claim is that anyone can weaponize it or experience it. Can you tell me one system that has been created by black people that disenfranchise white people as a whole?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Take your time. I'm going to catch up on some thank yous. W's in the chat for Jennifer for the $25 donation. Jennifer said, thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. W's in the chat for Jennifer. W's in the chat for Lewis for the $3. Alice, hey, Alice, thank you so much for the 2. Oh, I'm so proud of you. 2 weeks sober is a huge deal. W's in the chat for Alice, guys. Fucking W's in the chat for Alice. That's a huge deal. W's in the chat for Gene for the dono. No, you're fucking awesome. I appreciate you, Gene. W's in the chat for Gene. W's in the chat for David for the $10 donation saying, MAGA hates vets. I bet another $10 that he can't prove me wrong, cook him. Like, you know that he can't. He's been up here in his feelings the entire time. W's in the chat for Doreen, still speaking. You crashing is a concession. Don't concede. W's in chat for Doreen for the $5 donation saying your labor is not free. Much love. Thank you so much. And I love you too. W's in the chat for Joshua for the $5 donation saying labor is not free. I know that's right. Black people labor is not free. It is not. W's in the chat. W's in the chat for Harrison for the $5 donation. I think I get it now. You're saying that white people are born racist, but can only become anti-racist by fighting against it, right? So if so, I agree. Pretty much they're born into systems that benefit them, and then they're taught these systems and structures that continue to disenfranchise marginalized communities. And the only way that they can actually be not racist is by being anti-racist, by actively fighting against it on a day-to-day basis. You got it, Harrison, somewhat. Just got to keep going. Deb's in the chat for Brittany for the $5 donation saying, isn't he MAGA? So he's actually a harmful white person. Facts. Deb's in the chat for Isabella for the $2 donation. Keep coping, little bro. Deb's in chat for Isabella for the $2 donation. Isabella, you fucking got it. Isabella, like the reason why I can't read out your messages is because if I did, it would literally give this donut what he needs, and then he would just realize that he's outclassed. Isabella, fucking W's you. Deb's in chat for Tim for the $10 donation saying, hey, Santana, I usually send you silly jokes, which you don't get. Yeah, sometimes it goes over my head. No reason to change. Did you hear well, it's not that it goes over my head. I just don't like dad jokes. Whatever. Did you hear the cowboy with a bad stomach and small legs? He was a low down, dirty bum. Love your work. Viva la revolution. Red T. Deb's in the chat for Red T. Deb's in the chat for Jared for the $1 donation. Jared, you know he's dangerous. Like, he knows it. He fucking knows it. He fucking knows it. Deb's in the chat for 20. What up, 20, for the $15 donation saying black people labor is not free. Fucking right, 20. Deb's in the chat for Holly for the $5 donation saying paying for another mediocre white man's education. You have more patience than I do. I try to extend him patience and grace. He's just been like shitty. Deb's in the chat for Anthony for the $5 dono saying kid gloves don't look good on you. Treat this kid the way that he thinks he needs to be treated. Like, literally, I've been doing that this entire time, but you're fucking right. That's why now we're just into some old gangster shit. Debbie's in the chat for Miss Donna for the $5 super chat to say CJ is willingly ignorant, willingly obtuse, and absolutely abusing his privilege to be stupid. Facts. Your labor with CJ deserves appreciation. Phew. Debbie's in the chat for Miss Donna. Thank you so much for that. Like, that's big fucking facts. And over on Twitch, let me make sure we're good on Twitch. Hold on. Yeah, we're all caught up, guys. Oh wait, sorry. 2 more just came in. W's in the chat for Sandra for the $5 dono saying stomping on this racist fool. I'm tired of him. I am too. It was just that one. If anyone else likes support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. It's the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Keep tapping the screen. Let's get the likes up to 300,000 likes. Also, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button, turn on notifications so you know when we go live all the time. Last but not least, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. All right, CJ, you've had plenty of time. Can you give me the one system that has been created?
No, I got something better for you, and you're not gonna like this.
I'm gonna finish my sentence. Can you give me the one sentence that was created by Black people that as a whole disenfranchises white people? If you can't, then the answer is no. If you got something else that you want to talk about, sure. But I need you to concede that point before you pivot to whatever else that you said you have.
No, I was going to say Black people actually hurt America, if you want to hear that.
I don't care about your next claim. I want you to be where your feet are. Do you have?
Yeah, sure.
Do
you think white people are bad?
CJ, I want you to be where your feet are.
I just said yes.
Do you have an actual system that's been created by Black people that as a whole disenfranchises white people?
Maybe what I'm about to say is one, but like
no. Wait. You saying that Black people as a whole hurt the country? That's
America.
Not a system. Yeah, that's not a system that was created. Can you name a system?
No.
Okay, perfect. So you can see that point. All right. You were just about to do Black people bad. Go.
Yeah. All right. Don't interrupt. Okay. So hold on.
The fucking mediocrity.
Tell me how y'all are 12% of the population, but y'all commit 56% of murders. Tell me that.
Is this my birthday? Holy fuck, chat. Is it my birthday?
12% of the population in America, but 56% murderers. Tell me that.
It's my birthday! I didn't even have to goad him into it. Oh my God. I feel so good right now. I alone am the honored one. God damn it, CJ. Let's talk about it. Hey, where'd you get that from? I've never heard that one before. Really? Where'd you learn that?
I got that off the internet that everybody has access to.
What does that say that on the internet? I've never heard that.
FBI, from the FBI. Actually.
The FBI? The FBI said that?
So you don't believe in the FBI now?
Oh, I definitely believe in the FBI.
Oh, just because it's ran by Kash Patel, I guess.
Oh, okay. Oh, I guess we need to take a look at this. What does it say on the FBI?
1 second.
Yeah.
.4% of Black people commit murders, and you guys are 12% of the population, and white people commit 46%.
Oh, that's bad. Hey, I would love to look at it. Do you see?
Americans.
Wait. Do you see? Can you tell me what is it? What's the title of the thing on the FBI? Where can I find it?
From the FBI's website or whatever.
What's it called?
Why are you playing dumb?
Please don't use that word. That's ableist. I've already said that. I'm just trying to find you're introducing something new to me.
You are definitely democratic.
I know. But what's the name of this FBI thing? You're what?
Like a buttermilk pancake.
I would think like they call normally when they talk about like the FBI stuff, it's called table something. Can you help me? What is it table something? What do you see? Can you tell me? I want to pull it up.
Yeah. Give me 1 sec. Hold on. The CDE-UCR.
The CDCU. Okay.
It's from the FBI website.
On the FBI. Okay. FBI. Holy smokes. Okay. Crime/law enforcement.
I like how you're like not acknowledging it. You think you're just like a peachy perfect, you know?
Oh yeah, no. I'm so like I've never heard any of this before, and
you
so I just want to make sure.
Democratic. I can't.
I know.
You're soft as fuck.
Yeah, I know. Whew. Okay, so this thing just takes me to the overall. Listen, I think I found it. I think I found it. Are you referring to this thing? I think it says table 43. Is that what you're looking at? Table 43 crime statistics?
I don't see table 43 at all, but I can go look for it.
Table 43 crime statistics, FBI. That says that Black people make up 15% of the population, but commit over 50% of the crime. Is that what you're talking about?
They make up 12%, but yes, plus 50% of the crime.
Okay. Table 43. All right, I'm gonna put this on the screen. This is holy shit, guys. Breaking news. Holy shit, CJ. You might have actually changed the way that I look at the world. I might actually think now Black people can be racist. I think that I think this may be some holy shit, guys. Hold on, because CJ has something that we've never. Hey, CJ, really quickly, this
that says 2019. My source says from 2025.
Oh, your source says from 2025.
Yeah.
What's the actual site then? If yours says 2025, where does it say that?
Hold on. Leb.fbi. It was published August 10th, 2025.
August 10th, 2025. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to tell you there's already. I'm going to tell CJ. I'm going to tell you that there's already. I'm going to tell you that there's already like a massive flaw in what you're saying. Number one, you said that it's referencing 12% of the population. Well, table 43, that's from 2019, references 13% of the population, and now Black people make up over 14% of the population. So
maybe if because y'all keep killing.
Hold on. So if you're saying that the population has gone down, then you would be wrong, because the only population. Hold on. The only population within the last 30 years that has a declining birth rate is white people. White people are the only racial demographic that has declined within the last 30 years. Black people population is growing. So you could say, well, maybe you guys keep killing. No, it's not that we're killing each other. It's literally that white women don't want to be with mediocre white men like you anymore. And since white women don't want to be with mediocre ass white men like you anymore, then they are not having babies with you. Also, just FYI, you're fucking lying. Give me the exact web address, because again, even looking for a table, unmute yourself. Say that again.
I got it off Chat GPT, which is AI. You know, the things that Biden and Kamala put chips into and stuff. You know,
I don't give a fuck about Biden nor Kamala, and you admitting that you got your mediocre ass source from mediocre ass AI. Too, so. Hey, CJ, would you like to know what's wrong with you going to Chat GPT looking for this information?
It's smarter than you, so.
Would you like to know what's wrong with you going to that for your information?
Not a damn thing.
The FBI has not released the crime data report that actually speaks to the tabling in 2025. The actual crime data table, the crime data table actually has not been used since 2024. The crime data table has not been used since 2024. The crime data table has not been released since 2024. And the update that was released by the FBI is from May the 13th, 2026. And it says that it's the first look at the crime data in 2025 based off of.
Oh, yeah, it's going to go down. Trump's in office.
It's based off of 2024. So the shit that you just made up is so wrong.
Nobody made it up.
CJ, the shit that you got from AI was so wrong. At this point, your mask is starting to really slip, and I wanted to keep you here longer, but it seems like you're gonna crash. So I'm just gonna speed run this because I really want to get to where we are. And I do want to say, like, you felt uncomfortable and you thought that, like, you were saying like all white people are bad, but yet you are leaning into the racism. Like, you do understand, like, you proclaiming that white people aren't bad and white people aren't racist, and then you just doing the racism does not prove your point. It just proves me to be even more right, but that's fucking fine. What you were looking for was table 43. You don't know shit, and I'm just going to continue to educate you like I've done this entire time. What you were looking for is table 43, which speaks to Black people being 13% of the population. 13% of the population, while making up over 50% of the crime. I was gonna play a whole game with you and pretend like I didn't know shit, and then was gonna run you through all of this. But again, the problem is that your mask is, your hood is starting to come off. You're literally becoming more of a mouth frothing racist by the moment. And so that's the hard part with all of this, because I was going to like continue with reindeer games. There's this actual mediocre ass white woman in the comment section. I just muted her and I sent her a request. She said, "Let you speak." How am I supposed to let him speak when his hood is slipping off?
Here, so this is a burner account. I'm not.
Oh, so you're a mediocre ass white man hiding behind a profile picture of a white woman. Got it.
Whatever you consider it. I'm mixed, but
mixed is not a racist, dehumanizing. Are you white?
I'm both. 50-50.
You're just racist, Santana, and you can't accept that.
Oh, shut the fuck up, you donut. That's not how race works. There's no actual racial category that deems you to be both. There's 5 racial categories within the United States. Based off your phenotypical presentation. Are you white? Are you Black? Are you indigenous? Are you Pacific Islander? Are you Asian? Which one?
Islander, then.
You're Pacific Islander.
Well, I mean, I'm Jamaican, so.
Jamaican is a nationality. We're talking about your race. There's a difference between Santana, race, ethnicity, and nationality. No. Before you say something, I need to establish what is your race.
Okay, you would know best, right? Considering that this is something
I don't know best because I don't know what your race. I can't see. You have a random white woman profile
Santana,
picture.
I'm watching from work. I'm trying not to be.
And then you kick him. Like, you're so scared.
Shut up, you fucking crybaby. You're a fucking stupid crybaby. I kicked him because he doesn't even know what his fucking race is. Why would I speak with someone who's not white about white people and he doesn't know his race? He's worse off than you. You think I've been up here educating you, and at the very least, you know what your race is. Why would I talk to someone who doesn't even meet the fucking low ass bar that you're at? What value does it serve for me to talk to someone who doesn't even know the shit that you know, and you don't know shit?
He told you, you just didn't like it.
What did he say his race was?
He said he was mixed. I mean, that's good enough.
That's a dehumanizing term. And show me there's 5 racial categories. I'll even give them to you. Black, white, indigenous, Pacific Islander, Asian. Which one of those 5 are quote unquote mixed? Which one?
I think he just said Islander.
You fucking idiot.
Calm down.
No, I'm not calming down because you're stupid. I need you to answer the question directly. If you just said that he was quote unquote mixed and he said that, of those 5 racial categories, which one is that?
Islander.
No, it's not. Pacific Islander is not quote unquote mixed. What he was speaking to was being biracial, because he actually has parents that are of different races. But then he said that he's Jamaican. Is Jamaican Pacific Islander?
To him, it might be.
I don't care what you think to him. I'm talking to you. The question to you, CJ, is Jamaican Pacific Islander?
Probably not.
It's not. Do you know why Jamaican is not Pacific Islander?
I don't really care.
Do you know why Jamaican is not Pacific Islander?
Did you hear me? Like, are you?
That's not a yes or no. I know you don't care because you're a mouth frothing racist, but I'm not saying do you care. I'm saying do you know?
I'm the racist, but you're
a mouth frothing racist. Yes. Can you answer the question? Is Jamaican Pacific Islander? Yes or no?
I said probably not.
Yes or no?
I'm doing what Democrats do. I'm not answering
yes
a yes or no question.
Or no?
I'm not answering a yes or no question. I'm doing what Democrats do.
If you don't answer, you're conceding, and I'm just going to kick you because at this point you provide nothing. And FYI, if I kick you for not answering questions, then you are running, because a yes or no question is very simple. So if I kick you, you're conceding and you're running. Simple question. Yes or no? Is Jamaican Pacific Islander?
I'm not running. From you?
Yes or no? Are Jamaicans Pacific Islanders?
Probably not.
Okay, so you didn't answer yes or no. You conceded, and that's you running. You conceded, and that's you running. He conceded and ran. I clearly laid it out. If you can't answer the question, yes or no. And the answer is no, because Jamaican is a nationality and Pacific Islander is a race. God damn it. I really wanted to do table 43 as well. Let's get John up here, because John has been crashing out in the comment section, screaming, let him speak, let him speak. John, did you come up here to back up that mediocre ass white man?
Holy shit, Santana. There is just no way you think the things you do. You are delusional. You are utterly delusional.
Okay, hey, wait. I don't want to hear you cry yet. So let's start here. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yes, you're delusional.
Again, yes. Yes, Trump supporter, yes, disagree, or combination?
Yes, a whole combination.
Okay, perfect. Give me 2 seconds to thank a couple of people, and then I'll let you set the stage as far as what we're going to talk about. Okay? I know. That's okay. Hey, FYI, I will be requesting empirics, meaning like sources. So you might want to get those together while I'm thanking people, but just give me a moment.
Your levels are spiked.
W's in the chat for David for the $5. Hey, John, that was me muting you, Bubba. I said, give me a minute. Let me thank a couple of people, and then I'm going to give you the floor. That means you don't have to speak while I'm thanking people. I'm going to actually just let you say whatever you want to say, but I just need to get past this portion first. So there's that. W's in the chat for David for the $5 donation, saying November 11th is November the 11th, Veterans Against Fascism protests in DC, the treatment of vets by this administration to protest the totalitarianism surveillance state. All veterans who value their oath, preserve the Constitution should participate. W's in the chat. And then you gave the website veteransfightingfascism.org. Debbie's in the chat for David. Thank you so much for that. Debbie's in the chat for Vicky for the $10 donation saying happy birthday for schooling this idiot. Yes, I didn't even get to eat the cake yet, but we're going to eat the cake anime. W's in the chat for Mia for the $10 donation saying, happy birthday, LMAO. It's really a big day for dudes with fifis in their tum-tums. It really is. And it seems like John's in line for the same thing. W's in the chat for Jeffrey for the $1 donation. Shy Guy, what up? Yeah, no, we kicked him. We got him up out the paint. W's in the chat for Michael for the $20 donation saying, the way your ass got excited and screamed, it's my birthday. I got so happy. He didn't even let me, finish. But typical of white men. W's in the chat for Jill for the $1 donation saying, playing with your food before you eat. Like literally I did. That was on me. I took too long. W's in the chat for Christine for the $1 donation. W's in the chat for Alice for her sobriety. Facts. W's in the chat for Brittany for the $2. Listen. Now we will be finding out what size their sheets are today. Brittany, we'll find out. W's in the chat for Manders for the $1. No, it's not. It's not in the Pacific Ocean, Manders, but they don't know shit. W's in the chat for Darius for the $3 donation. They always want to immediately go to black people, but they haven't swept their own porch. I promise you, I'm going to get my question answered today. One of them will answer the question. I promise you, one of them will answer the question. W's in the chat as well for W's in the chat as well for, let's see, Kelly for the 50 cheered bits over on Twitch. They say, happy birthday. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. W's in the chat for Phoenix I for the $2 super chat, 1350 chat. Let's go. You're right. And then W's in the chat for Phoenix I who sent another $2 super chat to say hook, line, and fucking sinker every single time. W's in the chat for all the donos. If anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Also, I'm going to reset the daily gift goal to the little 1 cent gift goals. We can knock those out. It'll continue to push us out to the FYP. Last but not least, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Hit that follow button, turn on notifications. We're on our way to 200,000 followers. We got 73 new followers so far on this stream. So make sure you hit that follow button and turn on notifications. John, the floor is yours. You said that you are a Trump supporter. You said you disagree with the things on the background. So would you like to start with telling me today, August the 5th, 2026, why you still support Donald Trump? Or is there something specifically on the background that you would like to start with?
You asked me if I was backing him up and I said yes.
Oh, okay. So you came up to have the continuation of the conversation from the last guy.
Yeah. Can you please give me the exact definition in the article where you got your definition of racism from with empirics, please?
Oh, I don't give a fuck about definitions. That means nothing to me.
Wait, fine. Where are you getting your definition from? Is it subjective or is it an objective definition of what racism is?
Are definitions subjective? Wait, I'm sorry. Are definitions descriptive or prescriptive?
It's both, depending on how you're using
no, they're not.
Definition.
No, they're not.
Yes, of course.
No, they're not.
Yeah, of course. Oh, depending on a given circumstances.
Okay. This is 1 second, John. 1 second. I'm muting you here for half a second because this is gonna be really important, and I need to make sure that we are on the same page. 1 second here. I'm going to put something on the screen and then I just need your help with a couple of different things. Okay. Give me just 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds, John.
Wait. So let me just clarify. You don't think that definition?
No. Don't do that because you've already said what you were going to say. And I want to make sure that you and I are on the same page. So I'm going to just run you through this thing. It's going to be really quickly. And I promise you, I think it'll help us get to where we need to be because I feel like I don't want us talking past each other. John, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. What is that word?
Calculus.
Okay. Can you read the definition?
It's kind of blurry. Can you maybe zoom in a bit?
I'm sorry. Yes.
I don't have my glasses on.
Hold on 1 second. Let me do this. All right. There you go.
A method of computation or calculation in a special notation. There's an add in the way.
Yeah.
As logic or symbolic logic. The mathematical methods comprising differential and integral calculus, often used with the.
Okay, perfect. All right. So you see the definition of calculus, right? Yeah, are you good with that?
Let me read it.
This is from Merriam-Webster. Are you good with that?
I thought you said you didn't care about definitions, so now you do.
Oh yeah, no, I don't. I'm making a point. I just need you to stay with me.
Okay.
I need you to stay with me. Are you good with that definition? Are you good with that definition from Merriam-Webster, John?
Oh.
John, are you good with that definition from Merriam-Webster?
I'm sure. I'm not really fully understanding what it means, but sure.
Okay. All right. So you said you're good with the definition from Merriam-Webster. That's perfect. That's exactly what I needed. All right. 1 second here, John. So let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna move this down. Can you still see the definition? Is that okay for your line of sight?
Yes, sure.
Okay, perfect. Now, John, using that definition of calculus, I want you to actually tell me which one of these is calculus from the two pictures.
What do you mean, which one of them is calculus from the two pictures? It's a differential equation.
Okay, so which one is calculus?
I'm kind of confused.
You have the definition, you have two pictures. I just need you to tell me which one is calculus.
Are you talking about which one is calculus in the picture of the calculus equation that you're showing me? There's only one picture, or am I comparing it to the other picture?
There's two pictures.
I'm seeing that calculus.
Okay, so hold on. This is picture 1. This is picture 2.
Okay, I see.
All right, so which one is calculus?
Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't even see the other picture. Sorry,
Yeah.
you're talking about the one in the middle.
No, all good. It's all good. You're fine.
Well, they would both be deemed calculus. It's depending on which one you're talking about. You could be calculating things based off how fast you're going.
I love that you took a while and people are already spamming in the comments that it's both. Tell me how you know that the actual
it took a while. I'm not even reading the chat.
That's fine. That's fine. How do you know that this is calculus, the second one, based off of the definition?
Let me read it. Is in special notation as a logic or symbolic logic. It can be used as symbolic logic because we're symbolizing the numbers on how fast you're going in order to do calculus.
Okay, so the symbolic logic is a denotation of an actual speedometer.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now, most people don't make it past this portion of the question. I'm so happy that you did, because John, that actually means that you're qualified for this next portion. John, solve this equation with that definition.
I haven't done differential equations since senior year of high school.
Oh, but like you have the definition. Shouldn't you know how to do calculus since you have the definition of calculus in front of us?
That's not how calculus works. Calculus is not based off of a definition.
Oh, wait. So John, are you saying that just because you know the definition of something does not mean that you know how to actually enact, use, or do things? Kind of like definitions are just the way that people are using words currently, and understanding the functionality of a thing is way more important than just knowing what a definition is.
I'm so glad that we agree, because that's going back to my first term. First question that you asked me.
So you originally said, John, your original question,
you're prescriptive, and I said they can be both.
They're prescriptive. The point that I'm trying to get to, John, is by you saying,
are you serious? Are definitions in a dictionary descriptive or prescriptive?
I'm sorry,
for the most
descriptive. I
part?
said prescriptive. I apologize. Descriptive, not prescriptive. I apologize. I said that backwards. Anyway,
Okay.
John, the point that I'm trying to get to is the reason why I said I don't give a fuck about definitions is because, like, sure, you can say, oh, what does the definition say? But that still doesn't actually do anything to actually understand racism.
But I need to know
how
your
that exists and all
definition
this stuff.
for
Sure.
how you're defining racism.
I mean,
Can you please give me
again,
your
you was like,
definition?
oh, what's your definition backed by empirics? It's based in sociology. That
Wait.
we can go.
So
I'm going to finish my sentence. It's based in sociology, and it's rooted in structural functionalism. Shout out to Solid, who actually teaches classes on this, but it's literally based in sociology. But that wasn't even where I was going as a whole. I just wanted to tell you, like, one, I don't give a fuck about definitions. Okay. But you said that you wanted to pick up from where the last guy left off. And the last guy left off at
changing the topic. We weren't finished.
I'm not changing the topic.
Finished in this. Yeah, you
I'm
are.
not changing the topic. We just took the long way around.
You're changing the topic.
So when you came up here, I said, John, are you trying to pick up where the last guy left off? Or did you come up for help? And you said, yes. I said, okay, give me a minute. And then I ran through all the thank yous. And I said, John, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? I'm sorry. I said, no, I said that before I said the thank yous. And you said both. I said, cool. I read the thank yous. And then I came back. I said, John, do you want to tell me why today, August 5th, 2026, you still support Donald Trump? Or
holy shit,
do you want to tell me which point on the background that you disagree with the most that you would like to start at? And then you said, well, I want to pick up where the last guy left off at. And so where I was going with that is, I was going to say, I normally don't let people pick up off of the things that the last people talk about, but I was going to let you. But before I could say that, you said, first, I would like for you to give me your definition of racism with empirics. And then that's when we started down this, just so I could highlight the point of, like, I don't give a fuck about definitions. But the bigger point that I wanted to get to is, if you want to pick up where the last guy left off at, is then we would be picking up at 1350, which I really wanted to do. So this is what I'm going to do to extend an olive branch. John, I need you to have impulse control, buddy. You waited forever to get up here. Like, don't blow your shot. Don't throw away your shot. Because I'm telling you, if you can't stay muted and let me finish what I'm saying, I'm just going to move on. Like, I would love to talk to you, but I need you to have impulse control. And you saying holy shit in the middle of me speaking. And John, that's me muting you. Stop coming off mute. I'm muting you. Please stop coming off mute. The reason why I'm muting you is because you've been saying holy shit every few seconds while I'm speaking. So John, this is where we are. Would you like to tell me why you still support Donald Trump as of today, August 5th, 2026? Would you like to tell me which point on the background that you specifically disagree with, that you would like to start with? Or do you want to pick up where the last guy left off at, and we start looking at table 43 with the 1350 point that he was trying to get across?
The reason why you think you win debates is because you talk for 99% and the guest gets to talk for 1%. I would like to pick up where the last guest left off. However, I need to understand your definition of what you think racism is, because me and you could have different definitions, and depending on how we use those definitions.
I've already said that I don't care about definitions.
Okay, you don't care about definitions. So
I don't care about definitions.
Then why should we use yours? Why should we use yours?
Sure. The reason why we should use mine is because I can prove what I'm saying with empirics. Can you prove your definition of race and racism through empirics?
You need empirics in order to give a definition of something?
Can you prove your definition with empirics? Because I said, I don't give a fuck about definitions. And then you said, well, why should we use your definition? And I said, well, we should use it because I can prove it through empirics. And so if you're now challenging my definition with your definition, which I've already clearly said that I don't give a fuck about definitions, then the way that we prove what we should be using is through empirics. So the question I have now is, do you have empirics for whatever definition you want to use?
I have a fucking dictionary, you dipshit. Holy shit. Oh my gosh.
You're not qualified for this conversation, John. I would suggest that you go read. I would suggest that you go educate yourself. And like the definition, like a dictionary, we've literally already done that whole circular type of thing. And John, no one's scared of you. No one's scared. And actually, you don't even get to chat in the comment section anymore. We literally just went through the whole fucking shit with definitions. Like I brought up Merriam-Webster. I made you identify calculus, and then you conceded that you can't do calculus based off of the definition. So if you can't do calculus based off of the definition, what you had in front of you, how can you actually talk about the way that race and racism functions with just the definition? I think the way that you guys are so fucking mediocre, but you believe so much in the shit that you don't know. It's super interesting. It's super interesting. I don't know. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly and like support the live, you can do so. Just like Tess over on YouTube, send a $10 YouTube super chat to say, it's either your birthday, Jeebus bless you, or a unicorn farted rainbow sprinkles on your computer. MAGA's falling into your request. Great day. They're crashing in, Tess. They're not falling. They're literally just crashing in. It's super interesting to watch it happen in real time. But it is what it is. We'll take it. W's in the chat for Tess. W's in the chat for Christine for the $4 donation. Saja for the $4 donation, saying happy birthday. Thanks for spending your morning with us. Thank you. W's in the chat for Soldier, who is an amazing mod. Someone said, Santana, what's your education level? I got some degrees. Whatever. Fucking W's in the chat for Pamela. Pamela sent $100 donation and said, happy birthday, Santana. Hey, fucking W's in the chat for Pamela. Holy shit. W's in the chat for Pamela for the $100 donation. Holy shit. Said, happy birthday, Santana. Guys, I do want to say it's not like actually my birthday. It's just my birthday because these mouth frothing racists want to lean into like the shit that's so easily disprovable and they don't know shit. But W's in the chat for and for the actual dono, Pamela. God damn, that's a lot. If anyone else like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, holy shit, let's actually get a debate. I'm tired of the mouth frothing racists. Hoodlum's in the chat. Hey, Hoodlum, where you at? Hoodlum, long time no see. Where you at, Hoodlum? I don't see you. I don't see Hoodlum. You guys, I don't see Hoodlum. Oh, there you are. Hey, Hoodlum. I'm so glad that you wave. Fuck out of here. Mute. You're Hoodlum is not welcome in our house. Fuck out of here. Hoodlum is so fucking mediocre. I'm so glad you did that, you dipshit. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Okay. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. This guy, Charlie, said that I'm a runner. Hey, Charlie, I sent you a request. What am I running from? Sent you a request, Charlie. Charlie, accept that request. Charlie seems like he's running. Oh, Charlie, you're running. Why are you rejecting my request? Don't run, Charlie. Charlie's a runner. Charlie, don't deny that request. Don't run. Don't run. Don't run, you coward. Oh, Charlie's a snowflake. Charlie's a snowflake. Oh, it's okay, poo-poo. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Oh, let me take that as a no. Gonna take that as a no. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
No, I'm not a Trump supporter, but I do have a disagreement. Well, I don't know if it's a disagreement. Maybe you can explain it to me, and then we'll know if we're disagreeing or not. The one that says men, we are the problem. So what do we mean by that?
That men are the problem with our society as a whole. There's a lot to it. I can go deeper, no pause. But when I say men, we are the problem, do you say, yes, we are absolutely the problem? Or do you say, nope, you're wrong?
I don't know, because I really don't know. I think there's some things that men are the problem for, but there's some things that I feel as though, no, I think there may be some substitution in that, So I can't really say that every man is the problem, no. I mean, I think there's a problem with men in leadership right now. I think there's a problem with that. I believe the people in Washington, D.C. don't know what the fuck they're doing and don't know what the hell they're talking about,
Okay. So your contention is you think that there are some men that are a problem, but you're saying not all men.
Right.
Got it.
Because I think most of the men,
you're definitely the person I want to talk about or talk to. All right. Tell me more. I'm going to take notes. Tell me more about why you think it's not all men.
Because I think the only men who really have the issue is men with power. I don't think your average man walking the street is a problem, not unless he's like one of these guys who think that that women are beneath him and things like that, who don't care about women's rights and stuff, which I care about all that stuff.
Got it. Okay. Do you have anything else that you want to add? I'm taking notes. I want to make sure I don't miss anything.
I'm just honestly, I want to say what I want to say, but I'm scared I might be sounding racist if I say it.
No, just go ahead and say it.
I think that most of the
also you're black, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, black people can't be racist. You can be bigoted, you can be prejudiced depending on the situation, you can be hateful, you can be stupid, you can be a lot of things, but you can't be racist. But what are you trying to say?
I think a lot of the white men in power are the problem. I think those are the problem.
Ooh, got it. I knew that's where you're going. I appreciate you saying that with your chest. So you think it's white men? Got it. All right, perfect. All right. God damn it! I can't believe he's about to make me defend white men. Chat. Who had that on their bingo card today? Who had it on their bingo card that I was about to have to defend white men?
Hey, before you start, can I ask you a question? Are you the same guy who be on Dean's live sometime?
Who?
Dean Withers.
I don't
know. Parker.
I don't know who those people are. You mean Dean Winchester?
Okay. I thought it was Withers. The guy who does the debate with MAGA.
I know Dean Winchester. Like, I fucking love Dean Winchester. Look. Okay, that's Sam. That's Castiel. That's Crowley, King of the Crossroad, and now King of Hell. And that's Dean. That's Dean Winchester.
Oh, no, not him.
Not Dean?
Okay. No, not him.
Oh.
I thought it was somebody that does a live on here too, on TikTok.
Oh, I don't know who you're talking about. All right. Let's get into it.
All right.
So I'm gonna run down the actual things that I noted. Is he talking about Bean, chat? There's no way he's talking about Bean. Anyway, you tell me if I'm missing anything.
All right.
That you said that it's only an issue with men in power, and then you kind of gave the caveat of like white men. It's the white men in power. You said it's not the average man walking down the street, and you said it's not men that care about women's rights. Is there anything else that I'm missing that needs to be added?
And I don't think it's the men who looking at who are trying to vote that people underage should be able to get married. I think those are the problem too.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. Couple of quick questions. And these are just feelers. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just feelers. First question that I have is, what's the patriarchy?
Oh, the I guess like the leadership of men.
What does that mean?
And I've had an issue with the patriarchy. I'm not sure if I have an issue. To me, I guess we're saying, because I should have just looked it up.
No, I just want to know, because I mean, your worldview is based off of the things that you currently know. So I'm just trying to
So I would say the
patriarchy.
Okay, so I would say the patriarchy is based around the leadership of men and men thinking they should be the leaders, and I guess kind of putting everybody else down if you're not a man.
Okay.
I don't think I really believe in the patriarchy to a point,
Tell me about that. What do you mean you don't believe in it?
I don't think men are the only people on this earth here to qualify as the leaders of the world,
Oh, okay. So you're not saying that you don't believe in it in the sense of it's not real. You're saying that you don't subscribe to it.
Right.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to say don't subscribe to the patriarchy. Okay.
Yeah, I think women are just as capable.
Okay, cool. A couple of other quick questions. Is all masculinity toxic?
No.
Okay. Shout out Ari. Shout out Solid. I fucking love you guys. Okay. Last question. Are all men misogynistic?
I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't feel like I'm misogynistic. I'm not saying that I'm basing everybody on me, but I just don't believe that every man is misogynistic out there.
Okay. Awesome. One more bonus question, if you don't mind.
Okay.
What do you do on a day-to-day basis to fight the patriarchy?
I've actually argued with people about it on my live a couple of times. So, I don't know if that counts for anything, but, I've never really got out there and said, went out, I guess protesting or anything like that, if that's what you're asking.
Okay. All right. So I just want to level set one more time, and we're going to talk about it. And then I don't want to mischaracterize anything that you've said. I want to make sure that I have everything here, and then we're able to build off of this. Okay. So starting at the top, with the patriarchy, you think that's the leadership of men thinking they should be the leaders, putting others down if they're not a man. You said you don't subscribe to the patriarchy. You don't think that all masculinity is toxic. You don't think that all men are misogynistic because you aren't. And you, as far as fighting the patriarchy, you argue with other people on your live. Anything that I've misconstrued or I'm missing, or you think that you want to add to it?
No, I think you got everything.
Okay. Cool. There's so much wrong with what you said. Let's start with my overarching premise that I'm going to build on. But the top lining thing, it's all men. It's literally all men. It's all men. Let's hit the low-hanging fruit. The patriarchy is the system that continues to perpetuate harm and benefit anyone that subscribes to the actual gender norm of man, right? It can be different levels of intersect. Dubs in chat, thanks so much for the galaxy. It can be different levels of intersect depending on where you fall within that categorization of men, but subscribing to the categorization, the gender labor gender label of man puts you in the oppressive class, where you continue to disenfranchise anyone that is not a man, right? And so since you are part of the group that sits at the top of that hierarchical system, i.e. the patriarchy, you have access and privilege that disenfranchises anyone who is not in that same portion of the hierarchical grouping of yourself. And i.e. Cishet white men sit at the top. Cishet white men that are able-bodied sit at the top of that hierarchical system. If you want to talk about what is the inverse, it would be a Black transgender woman with a disability that it has other things. I don't want to go into the other things, but a cishet Black, a Black transgender woman with a disability would be like the inverse of that patriarchal system. All right. Any issues with the explaining of the patriarchy at a high level?
No.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't believe that I'm any of those things. I do believe a woman is just as capable as a man. She could do whatever she wants, and still be considered a woman. I don't get why these people think that women can't do things that men can do. I don't understand that.
Well, we're going to get into that. I do want to call this out really quick. So Sal says, so it's not all men then. It's only specific types of men gets the ultimate benefit. No. Again, it's a hierarchical system, and where you fall within that hierarchy is even tiered. So it's still men benefit from the patriarchy, but it's different levels of benefit within the patriarchy, depending on if you are a white man, a gay white man with a disability, a Black man, like blah, 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 blah. So even within the patriarchal system, there's levels, but it's still the actual premise. If you subscribe to manhood, then you benefit from the patriarchy. So no, that's not it.
Okay,
anyway,
I agree with that. I agree.
No, I was speaking to someone that was in the comment section.
Okay, but I actually agree with you there.
Let's deal with like the not all men are misogynistic. You said that you don't think that all men are misogynistic because you don't think that you're misogynistic.
Yeah, but I said don't base that on me. I also said that.
Okay, then so what do you? If you're saying don't base that on you, why do you deem that not all men are misogynistic?
Because I don't think listen, I understand that people will benefit from certain rights and things like that, but I don't think that just because a person benefit from certain things doesn't make them misogynistic. I think there are probably other things that make them think that. Look, I see a lot of times, like, how can I put this? Like, one of the things I have problems with as far as misogyny and stuff is that it's the whole red pill concept. I don't like it. I think it's very wrong. I think the way they think and treat women is terrible. I'm like, they look at women as playthings. They don't take them serious, and I have an issue with that,
Do you think that's the only way that misogyny manifests itself?
No, it probably does in other ways too, but that's just one of my main problems with it.
What do you think about benevolent misogyny?
Can you explain?
Yeah, like nice misogyny. Like I'll give you a great example. There was a time that I was engaging in misogyny and I didn't even realize it, and I just thought that I was being kind, right? And that goes back to the actual premise of like why you can't say like, oh, all masculinity is toxic. I was in the gym, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm 6'3". At this time I was like 280, like just ripped, right? Great shape. Just finished a workout and I saw this woman and she was like 5 foot, maybe 4'11", and she had to be like 80 pounds or something, right? She was tiny. Right. And I had just finished my rep, and then she was trying to re-rack her weight. She had a 25 pound plate, and she was struggling with the 25 pound plate. And I was like, let me help her. So I
Right.
have my headphones in. I walk over and I try to take the plate from her so I could re-rack her plate. And she's like pulling away. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And I can't hear, she's saying something, but I can't hear her because I have my headphones in. And I'm trying to grab the plate so I can re-rack it for her because she was struggling. I take my headphones off and I said, I'm sorry. She said, no, I can do it. I want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh. I said, okay, I'm sorry. And then I backed up and I let her do it. Now, the benevolent misogyny in that situation was me thinking that I needed to step in and be the big, strong man that did something for the weak woman. That was
Right.
literally me striking or taking away her independence and her autonomy to be able to complete something that she wanted to do, just because I didn't think that she should have to do that because she was a quote unquote small, weak woman. Right. So
Mhm.
just because you engage in benevolent misogyny does not mean that it's not misogyny. And it does not
Right.
mean that participating in that act of like masculinity is not toxic. Taking
Right.
away the ability for people to be autonomous is absolutely harmful, no matter if you have good intentions.
Right. I believe that. I think most men have probably done that and don't even realize it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I believe
But that goes
yeah.
back to why I say that all men are misogynistic. See, I didn't throw the word inherent in there because then I feel like it would have tipped the scale. But yes, all men are inherently misogynistic. That speaks to the unconscious bias that we have, because unless we actively know better, then we're not going to do better. We're just going to lean into the things. So we have to actually address the things in order to be anti-misogynist, right? I mean,
Right.
like you can't just say I'm not misogynist and you're not misogynist. You have to like actively fight. That's why when I said, what do you do to fight the patriarchy on a day-to-day basis? In order for you to actually go against the patriarchy, for you not to subscribe to the patriarchy, for you not to be misogynistic, you have to actively fight against those things on a day-to-day basis.
So in other words, fight those urges and things like that.
No. It's not fighting urges. It's actually fighting the systems that oppress non-men, right? So women and femme presenting people.
Okay.
You have to, not only do you have to educate yourself. So what I try to make sure that I do, right, is one, I read as much as possible. I educate myself on like women's suffrage. I educate myself on like the history of the different things that women have been through, the history of femme presenting people. I try to ensure that I sit in their spaces here on TikTok and learn from women and femme presenting people. I try to elevate their voices as much as I can. That's why you see so much representation from like, women and femme presenting people on my platform, is because it's my responsibility, since I have the reach and, the voice that's pushed out to many people to be able to hear. It's my responsibility to highlight their voices and elevate their voices, to use my privilege to protect them. And then it's also my responsibility to make sure that I'm not speaking for, I'm sorry, that I'm speaking up instead of speaking over, meaning that I'm doing the things to help protect them while like not taking away their voice. I use my privilege to ensure their protection so their voices can be elevated. And I have to call out like all of us, right? I have to call out men specifically. The reason why this topic is on the background is because it's the responsibility of men to address the issue with men. It's not the responsibility of women and femme presenting people to address the issue with men. It's the men's responsibility. And then also it's my responsibility to take critiques or criticism when someone says, Santana, you've been harmful towards women. I can't just immediately say, no, I wasn't. I have to sit in that. I have to hear that. And I have to figure out like, what did I do and how do I correct it? So that's how I try to fight the patriarchy. I try to fight misogyny on a day-to-day basis. And I'm not perfect. I don't think anyone can be perfect. And I don't think anyone can get it right the entire time. But you can't just say, well, I'm not actively going out and, hitting women or, saying that they belong in the kitchen. So I'm not misogynistic. Like you have to actively go against those things.
Right. Okay. I understand. I just wanted to figure that. I'm glad I came up here and talked to you because I just really didn't. I see a lot of people use this as men are the problem on men, all men until no men, and things like that. And
Yeah,
a lot
you know
of
what
it
that means?
is usually to me. Some of it is bullshit, but
It's
some of
not
it
though.
is I get
Like
it,
the reason why, and it's the same reason. Like when I talk about like white people, racism is your problem. It's not because I'm saying every single white person is just individually like you're just racist or some shit like that. It's the collective, right?
Right.
The representation of the collective is the representation of the individual until something changes. So until you actually prove yourself to be a safe space for women, then women should absolutely believe you to be harmful. And then even if women deem you to be a safe space, they may say that you're a safe space today, but that doesn't mean that you're a safe space tomorrow. You have to actually earn that every single, just because some people may feel like I'm a safe space, that's not my responsibility to say I am or I'm not. I can't put that on myself. But just because someone may say, oh, you're a safe space, that doesn't mean that I'm guaranteed that tomorrow. So like you have to actually understand that when you see things that say like it's all men until it's no men, that means that to the collective actually flips the dynamic where the current minority who is not actively being harmful towards women who are fighting against those harms. And so the majority has the representation of the minority, then they're going to continue to be suspicious of the collective until the individual proves that they are different or the collective completely shifts.
Oh, okay. No problem. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Sorry, guys. We got kind of wordy there. We used a lot of words. I apologize for all the mouth stuff that I just did. It was a lot of mouth stuff. W's in the chat for Alice for the $1.99 euro said super chat to say I love Dean. I love Dean, but I'm more of a team Cass or Crowley. Ain't no fucking way. Dean Winchester's the best. You tripping. W's in the chat for Frank for the $5 super chat to say ever since I discovered you, I've been consistent every day. And I've learned so much from you that I'm grateful for you. Keep being you, big bro. Frank, like when I tell you I'm humbled by you saying that shit, like the fact that anybody says that they have learned anything from me is mind blowing. Like, I don't understand how y'all will learn this shit from me because I'm just up here for the shits and giggles or shiggles, as I always say. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Whatever. W's in the chat as well for one mighty pin for the one cheered bit. Yeah, you got to opt out. Like, you got to opt out of it. W's in the chat for one mighty pin for gifting a Twitch subscription. And we're all caught up, guys. If anyone else likes to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks for You. Santana Speaks for You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart. Me, it's only one coin. It will push us out to the FYP. Look at this donut. User 373628825552. Instead of hiding behind a fake profile picture and a username, get in a box. I'll even accept you as that like fake ass shit. But two, I don't care about your comments or your questions in the chat. Either you get up here or you can fuck off. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Frodo, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Frodo.
Hello.
Hello. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
I am not a Trump supporter.
Do you disagree with anything on the background?
I am not a Trump supporter. I didn't know I requested up. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. I'll drop you down. I appreciate you, okay? Have a good day, okay?
Oh, you heard me. Yep.
Debbie's in the chat. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly and you would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. Excuse me. It's the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. W's in the chat for Jason. Jason sent a $2 donation. Said just had a 45-minute back and forth with a client about Black people not being able to be racist. The fact that you do this is very much astounding. Yo, fucking, I told Solid this shit yesterday on his live. You think like I do this for fun? Like I dabble in certain like debate topics. Solid is a fucking masochist that will willingly every single day put on his background Black people can't be racist and then invite the shit on a day-to-day basis. It's not me. It's fucking Solid. If you think I'm doing something, like go fucking sit in Solid's live and listen to him deal with that, because ain't no fucking, I was tired. Yeah, Old Faithful. Ain't no fucking way I could do that. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Oh, that's no. We just had two. And you guys love Solid. He's okay. Don't give Solid too much praise, because he'll get like a big head, and we don't want Solid to have. Don't praise Solid too much. Don't praise Ari too much. Don't praise Jeff too much. Don't praise any of them too much. Just praise me. Like the rest of them, they'll get a big head if you say too many good things about them. I won't though. You should always praise me. Tell me how great I am, but not the rest of them. Okay. I didn't say nothing, Ari. God damn it. I didn't say anything. Golly. I didn't do nothing. I'm the victim. FYI. Solid cannot beat up a kangaroo. W's in the chat for Angie for the $5 donation. And I really enjoy listening to your question about misogyny. My son-in-law calls my daughter his old lady. I hate that. It's wrong in my eyes. Your thoughts? I'm just being sensitive. Thank you. So I think that's like a personal preference. Like I know you can't have a kick fun for the host. That's silly. I think that like when you talk about dehumanizing terminology, there's a lot to that. It's one of the reasons why I used to say like the B word all the time. And I never said it towards women. I would always say it towards men. But then like, you know, two of the best women that I know in my lives, like pointed me out or called me out on it and said like, oh, like you can't say that. My wife and then Ari, both of them schooled me on like the B word and how that actually you said, wait, it's misogyny. Saying old lady. See, like I don't know all like the terminology. Terminology is a super interesting thing to me. And so I don't know the etymology of that. And so Ari says yes. So I would defer to Ari on that one. Like, because again, like I was just saying in real time, my wife and Ari had to like call me out and help me unpack the reason why I can't just spam the B word. And so like once I understood that, I've shifted away from saying that type of thing. So yeah, again, I'm going to defer to Ari on this one. Hold on one second though, Ari, before you do that, let me just check one thing. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah, just something you said a couple minutes ago about Black people can't be racist to a guest that was on.
Okay, can you give me a minute?
Yeah.
Ari? I'm gonna stop saying that shit like out loud. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna stop saying that shit out loud.
Sorry, I couldn't help but laugh. I was going to answer.
I don't understand why Solid's sitting there fucking laughing. Because now I'm about to make him come up here and defend that shit. Anyway, go ahead, Ari.
It looks Solid laughing too.
No, fuck that. Like, this one's yours, Solid.
You know what?
Go ahead, Ari.
You know what? Listen, Santana, tell Solid you wanna duel at high noon, because Solid said that to me when I gave him the masculinity topic. He's like, Ari, you gonna have to duel me at high noon.
No, I tell.
Why would you bring this plague upon my house?
Yeah. I tell management, I'm like, yeah, we'll leave at 15 till. Just like, the fuck does that mean? Yeah, no, it's half past. Half past what? Yeah, anyway.
Listen, run the all masculinity toxic topic. Then you're gonna really hate me. I'm the one that started that shit.
Did you guys hear it? Like I tried to do both of you justice as far as when speaking towards like the point about toxic masculinity.
Well, it's not toxic masculinity. All masculinity is toxic.
Yeah. And that's what I was getting to, because he said it wasn't.
But why I came up is a lot of times people have their preferences, but preferences can be rooted in harm, right? Like people have, like white people having racial preferences. They're like, I don't want to date black people because they're black. That's fucking racist, right? But black people not wanting to date white people, that's rooted in protection, right? Like there's different reasons. And so even when people are saying like things like, oh, that's my lady and all that stuff, it's especially coming from men, that shows a level of property.
Old lady,
even that, but that's a version of my lady.
Got it.
Right? My old lady, stuff like that. And that speaks to a level of property ownership, right? I think people joke about it, but I really do think when people really start using language is always really telling of a person's psyche. Even at a subconscious level. And so there's even a subconscious level why we choose words in a certain order to display a message, right? And so if you really want to unpack patriarchy and the language you use toward your partner, you should be using words like partner. That's my partner, to really emphasize that you are in a partnership and not an ownership, and you don't feel like you own this individual. And so for me, it's always really telling the language. Like Solid, a lot of times I'm throwing Solid on the bus, says like the love of my life and things like that. My best friend, you use the word my best friend, and that's always very telling to me. It's always very telling to me when someone says my lady versus a partner. So just be very cognizant, even those little things matter.
That makes sense. And I do think it's good to understand and unpack those things, especially if you claim to be someone who wants to be better and you're actively trying to like fight against the things. That's a great call out. And that speaks to the fact that
I'm not. Look, no, I'm gonna anti-woke myself. That is the love of my life. And I own that love. I take that love, okay? I chain that love to a radiator inside my house.
Oh my God.
I cut
All
a cul-de-sac of baldness into the middle of my head.
Liberator. Nope.
I start singing blues music.
I reject this.
Solid is up here on his misery shit. God damn.
No, that's Black Snake Moan. Come on.
No, I know, but I prefer misery. Ari, do you have to leave?
I know I can chill out. I was gonna let y'all eat, but I can.
Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know if you were on a time crunch. All right, Solid, do your thing.
Oogie doogie. So you think black people can be racist, huh?
Yeah, so first of all, I just want to say, Santana, like, I'm a big fan. I really, I agree with you on basically everything. Yeah, I love you, bro. So yeah, I agree. I'm a socialist for sure. Men are the problem for sure. I agree with that. You know, basically everything on screen, I agree with you with. It's just, it's a bit, I don't know, maybe I just need some clarification on this. Referring to the fact that black people cannot be racist to white people, because I do agree on that. I don't think you can be racist to white people.
What's your pronoun?
He, him.
Yeah. Is there any chance "trust me, bro" could work for this? Save us all some time.
What do you mean by that?
It's just if I explain this, and the explanation ain't explunt, I'm gonna go finish my salad.
For sure. Go ahead.
Hey, did you order explosive diarrhea with your salad?
No, just whatever the smaller version of explosive diarrhea is.
Also, I do kind of say this as a person of color myself. I do feel like obviously you cannot be racist to white people, but people of color can be racist to other races if that's what we are doing. Though.
Look, Solid.
Solid, you're gonna have to hold the diarrhea for now. Come on.
No. Okay. You know anything about how do I want to attack this? What do you know about race and racism? Let's start there.
Well, say I have experienced myself a lot of firsthand racism as I don't know if it's okay for me to say, but I'm Canadian. You know, as a brown Canadian, I've experienced a lot of racism. So yeah, just being brown in Canada, the fact that we're the highest group of immigrants in that country, we experience just a lot of racism for existing. People claim that we take the jobs. I heavily disagree.
When you say brown, what do you mean?
I'm Sri Lankan.
Oh, okay, you Asian.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. Go ahead, Slim. You got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So basically, yeah, people have told me that, you know, use very stereotypical
you
things
sound
against me, like
black people have been mean to you because you're Asian.
No, not just black. No, never a black person. I've been saying just white people in general. It has very few black people, but I'm just saying, yeah, people of color can for sure be racist to other races. But I was just confused because I thought you were referring to white people, as in black people can't be racist to white people, which I would agree in. But when it comes to other races, like in extreme case, for example, let's say a black person were to call an Asian person the C slur, that would for sure be racist.
Nope.
You think a black person calling an individual who is Chinese, for example, the C slur would not be racist?
Yeah, no, it'd definitely be xenophobic. It would definitely be anti-Asian. It's just that racism works in a specific way. If the only way that a black person has, or any marginalized racial group has to pull from, like if the only thing they have to pull from is white supremacist racism, then that means we're all suffering from racism, right?
For sure. Yeah, the implications of white
One who
actions in
suffers
history.
from racism cannot perpetuate racism. Instead, what we are doing is assimilating to a white supremacist structure of race, right?
For sure, yeah.
So
a lot of this can be
simply believing the stigma attached to race is not racism itself.
Mm-hmm.
You do understand that, right?
Yeah. So again, the implications of white supremacy in this that applies heavily to the West, but in the East, for example, there's a lot of internalized racism between just different Asian countries. Like as a brown person in our history, you know, it's been a lot of internalized racism between us and the Indians, us and the Bangladeshi, us and the Chinese, us and the Japanese.
Wait.
This has nothing to do with white people.
When you say internalized racism, what are you saying?
I'm saying, are you familiar with the caste system?
Yes, I'm familiar with castes. Yes. When you say internalized racism, what do you mean?
It means Sri Lankans and Indians being racist to each other because of
no,
caste.
That's not. No, that's literally you practicing caste, not internalized racism. What does it mean to internalize something?
To keep it, just to contain it within certain measures.
No, it's to take within oneself a belief. Like you can internalize your parents' disapproval, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
If your parents say you never clean your room, you're a dirty kid.
Yeah.
Internalization of that would mean to take into that as part of your own identity. Literally, it just means believing the racism about yourself. That's not you doing racism. That's you suffering from racism. That's you being hurt by racism. Mm-hmm. So when people say this is what irks me about, like, I don't know why, is it seems to be race and gender specifically. Those two topics, it's just like there are buzzwords and then nobody knows how to act after those. Y'all give me a high second.
Yeah. Also, there's another question I had. Sorry.
A hot second, guys. Keep tapping the screen. Let's get the likes up to 400,000 likes. Also, hey, hit the pay links for your boy, right? Yeah, hook your boy up. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You is the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. W's in the chat for Alice for the $1.99 YouTube super chat to say W Shiggles and W's Butt Bananas. No, not W's Butt Bananas. W's in the chat as well for Rachel, who's been a YouTube subscriber for a month and said, Ari slander on. I don't even want to read this whole fucking message out because it just keeps getting worse. Fuck out of here.
Nah, read it.
You like jelly beans?
Stop running.
You like jelly beans?
Ari slander on Solids Live. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your ancestors. Dishonor on your cow.
Yeah, respect my line.
That's why Solid's a super mod.
Real quick, Santana, I wanted to ask you a question. Can I debate Jeff?
Jeff who?
Jeff from End of a Species?
Yeah, if you want to.
That was the silliest. Oh,
shit.
I ain't gonna hold you.
I thought no bullshit. I went to the request to see if Jeff was there, and he wasn't. Then so then I went to see if Jeff was watching. I was about to send him an invite.
I was low-key a little upset by that. Like I was like, why me though? Like, why did you have to drop my name? You know what I'm saying? Like now it's gonna be a whole problem.
The fucked up part is like it's not because it was something that you said or whatever. He literally just wanted to debate you on my topic.
Right. Like what? It made zero sense.
None.
And then I was mad that I was the one. Anyway.
Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, we got Solid. We got Ari. Please take care of both of them. First and foremost, make sure that you're following both of them. They're amazing. Follow both of them. Make sure you hit their pay links. They have some amazing initiatives that we'll be talking about soon, but please just show them all the love in the world. Solid, you got it.
Yeah, just real quick.
Shit, my bad. Hold on. I had turned my mic down. I said Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks For You. Best way to support the live. Follow both Ari. We got Solid. Please take care of both of them. Please show both of them all the love in the world. They are both amazing. They have some great initiatives going on. We'll be talking about those in a few minutes, but for now, show them all the love in the world. And then I said, Solid, you got it.
Okay, dope. Yeah, so the biggest problem is that, and this happens in a lot of fields, and that it's actually not just sociology, it's also psychology too. The jargon will become colloquial, and then the understanding of what the jargon meant in the first place is it's lost in the common zeitgeist. And so when we hear about systemic racism, institutional racism, interpersonal racism, internalized racism, we like the colloquial meaning of those has turned into the idea.
I'm just stepping away for half a second, and I didn't just want to leave it completely.
Audio book.
Why? But why? But I'm deeply uncomfortable.
It's because he's unsupervised by management right now. This is the only reason he gets away with it. He's unsupervised.
Yeah, okay. So long story short, Asian people, Black people, Indigenous people, Pacific Islanders, we all suffer from racism due to a racial hierarchy. We are what we would call subordinate races.
So in history, when my ancestors were suffering from prejudice from Chinese people, for example, you wouldn't call that racism?
No, I would call that imperialism and nationalism.
I see. So you're associating the term with racism as a racial hierarchy, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Sorry, I was just really caught off guard by that statement. I wasn't really sure on what he was saying. It makes a lot more sense when you put it in that way. Thank you.
No problem. I appreciate you for being so amenable.
You as well. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Audiobook. Guys, we were left alone unsupervised. So really quickly, put a shit ton of butt bananas in the chat. Just flood it with butt bananas.
So yeah, everybody send me some Grandma Candy, the Grandma Candy Pal and Grandma Candy app. Links in the bio.
Turn the comments off.
If you stay really quiet. If you stay really quiet, you can hear them talking in the background.
So chat resists.
So what we're not gonna do is not pretend that I'm not all-knowing, all-powerful, all omnipotent. We're not gonna pretend like I don't see all, hear all, know all, and do all.
Okay,
So,
do a backflip right now.
I would, but I don't want to. That's the reason. That's the reason why. What is it? What the fuck was the animal? Fuck it. I'm just gonna say kangaroos. That's the reason why kangaroos don't drive solid.
Well, let me tell you
Bears don't
something.
drive.
Bears.
I better not catch no kangaroo driving, or it's on site.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If I catch a kangaroo driving, it's on site.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I hear you.
He getting faded out. He getting washed out immediately.
Immediately. All right. It sounds like, overall kind of conceded, and he understood, which I think is the bigger point. So I think we're G to G. What do you guys think?
For sure. I need to get back to work because I gotta
wait. Pluggables.
All right.
Go since you like gotta.
Okay. All right.
Also,
for sure.
Jeff and B, look at your phones. Go ahead.
Have I fought any kangaroos lately? Yes.
No.
And you know how you can get the proof? You can go to solidcanbeatapakangaroo.com. If that's too long for you, you can go to onlydweebs.com.
You literally said that you have to leave, and this is what you want to spend your time plugging.
Yeah, there's a brand new T-shirt out there. So that because Santana, I'm sick of y'all playing like I can't beat up a kangaroo.
This is your time. I don't care what you do. You make all the bad decisions that you want. Go ahead, do it. I don't care.
But listen, there is empirical proof that I could beat up a kangaroo on the website. Go to the website, check out the T-shirt. Okay, go buy the T-shirt to support me. All right. Also, I got to GoFundMe up for Project Not Green. This is a project specifically meant to center the voices of Black soldiers from the 216th Infantry Battalion who have been left out of the conversation of a very important deployment, the deployment that I went on during OIF-1. All right. That is in my bio. The link is in my bio. Go to my bio. Go to the link. Donate to Project Not Green in the GoFundMe, which ironically is green.
W's.
But yeah. Also, go buy that T-shirt, okay? Because I could beat up a kangaroo.
Buy the T-shirt, but he can't. I'm sorry. God damn it, Ari! Don't encourage him.
I could beat up a kangaroo.
Buy the T-shirt, but he can't beat up a kangaroo. Like, support the shirt, but not the man behind the shirt with the idea.
I'm not encouraging the kangaroo stuff. I'm encouraging the grandma candy.
I heard someone talking about kangaroos driving, but did y'all know bears can drive? They just don't want to.
They don't want to.
I heard that.
I can beat up a kangaroo, and I do want to.
Fuck you can. B, you got pluggables?
I do actually. Are you getting off right away? I don't want to. Okay.
Well, whenever management gets home.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay. So in 15 minutes, chat, I am going to be doing a fundraising stream. Right now across Canada generally, but very much specifically in my province as well. There are wildfires that are ravaging through Indigenous communities, ravaging through people's communities, their neighborhoods. Hundreds and hundreds of people at this point have been displaced from their homes because of the wildfires. Like their homes have literally burnt down and they're in need. And obviously we have government systems in place to help people, to help them get food and whatever. But a lot of people, we've already heard with the nonprofit that I work for, that those systems are lacking and are, not providing enough support that people actually need. So in 15 minutes, I will be starting a live doing a fundraising stream, raising money for specifically for people who have been displaced. Because there is a lot of need right now from people who have been displaced from the wildfires. So I am raising money for that so that hopefully we can get some. I'll donate it to the nonprofit that I work for, and then it will go to families that need it right now. So yeah. Be there or be square. Be there or be square. But yeah, that's all I gotta say.
WSB. Ari?
So if you want evidence that bears just don't drive cars because they don't feel like it, the videos on my account. I tried saving you. I told you. What did I tell you?
Fuck that guy. I literally forgot about him. I remember the bear thing, but then I forgot about him. I erased him from my memory until just now. So fuck that guy.
Listen, Santana said on site. He said, whenever y'all see him, it's on site.
On fucking site.
Send him the live. He's coming. So guys, you guys know I run book club, in which we read books about unpacking patriarchy, racism, ableism, homophobia, transphobia, all the isms of phobia, capitalism, socialism. We read about all those. So if that's your thing and you want to educate yourself, join my book club. The Discord is completely free, and we do book giveaways. What more can you ask for? Only 2 stipulations. Well, actually 3. Because that has been showing up. 21 plus, no Nazis.
No Nazis.
I paused literally for that. No Nazis. And we don't coddle white fragility, because you should be already unpacking that. That's like literally the baseline of entering the space. And we have seen a lot of that. So one, if you're in Santana space, I don't know what you're doing in unpacking your whiteness. Like, what are we doing? He's a black man. Well, so if you're entering my space, the baseline to entering that space is no white fragility and no tone policing the response to oppression. Okay, that is literally like when you enter my space, you have to like agree to that to enter. And then people are agreeing and still doing the white fragility. You need to be unpacking your whiteness and be comfortable unpacking your whiteness. Like, I'm not going to sit here and fight you. I'm a black woman who runs the space. I'm not coddling it. So if you're not at that point, just wait until you are, then join the space. But I run a pressure-free book club because I think our education system does a terrible job at addressing literacy. So I started from the groundwork where I don't hold you guys to reading any of the books. You can read 0 pages, 1 pages, all the pages. Just come to book club. The only person I hold to reading the books is me. And we do a chapter by chapter breakdown where you can add your own input to each chapter, add input you did receive from the chapter if you read it, or add your own life experience or studies that you've seen to the topic. The whole point is at building a foundation of literacy is developing a love of literacy. So my job is to repair those harms with you guys. And that starts with engaging literacy at your own pace. So come, just join. Everything is completely free. And to get into the book club giveaway, all you got to do is just show up. And then you're entered into a raffle to get a free freaking book. What more can you ask for? Right? So we do that. We started watching documentaries together because that's another form of literacy to unpack these things. So I have to put a documentary poll up in the Discord so we can review. The last documentary we watched was Deconstructing Karen, which we had a lot of conversation about. But we're going to do another documentary. So I'm going to put that poll up. And another way of us unpacking things is I play video games on stream, like Silent Hill F, where we unpack and we do patriarchal analysis around that game, because that game is a great commentary on patriarchy. So if those are your modes of learning and those are your avenues of learning, join my Discord, because you get notifications of where I'm live at, because I'm live in so many different places between YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. So that's it for me. Also, Cash App pay links in the bio to help support book club and myself to keep this going because it takes a lot of energy to do that. Like last night, I had to take off to be able to do the book giveaway stuff, to message people, start giving out and distributing books. So if you guys want to support me, support book club and the giveaways that we do, Cash App pay links in the bio. I appreciate you.
Yep. Ari, can you send me the link and so I can put it in my link tree as well? I saw someone saying, FYI, again, just to double down on what Ari said, it's free. You just have to go to the link tree in her bio and it's there, and you just have to go through the application process.
Oh, you want the link to my book club?
Yeah, so I can put it in my link tree just in case people need to get to it and you're not around.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. All right, I'll send it to you. I got you.
Also, is Taylor, are you still here? Taylor, are you still here? I don't know if Taylor's still here. Also, guys, Jeff wrote a book. Jeff at End of a Species. Jeff wrote a book. It's on his website. The book is absolutely amazing. It's called If You Have to Explain It. It speaks to religion, right? I mean, Jeff actually talks about the contradictions that are in the Bible. He explains it in a multitude of ways through different lenses, and it takes a look at the things as far as like why people say the silly shit they say when it comes to the Bible and religion and all this other stuff. But it's absolutely amazing. It's on his website at Jeff at an end of, so it's endofaspecies.com, endofaspecies.com. Go get it. He just finished the audiobook and it's available as well.
He made an audio book.
He did. Get there and get that book. It's awesome. And plus we got to support each other, right? When people do like amazing shit as far as like what Ari and I are doing with our book club, or what Solon and I are doing with our movie, or what Jeff and I are doing with our book, we want to support each other. Those things are important. So support each other.
Bro. Yeah, our book club. But I appreciate you guys having me up. I appreciate it all.
All right. Thank you, Ari.
All right. Bye.
Bye. I think Taylor isn't here. Dang it, Taylor's already gone. Solid and I are making a movie. That's what he was talking about. Go donate to our GoFundMe, because once we get to 25, the total goal is 25K. Once we get to 25K, then we're going to be making a movie centering the voices of the Black soldiers from the 2nd 16th Battalion. It's the infantry battalion that stormed the beach of Normandy. And yes, Solid is that old, but he didn't actually storm the beach of Normandy. It's just the battalion, the legacy of the battalion that stormed the beach of Normandy. But it's on his, it's in his link tree. It's in link tree. It's in Petty's, K. It's all around. All you have to do is go and click the actual link, and it's the GoFundMe. It's titled We're Not All Green. So what up, Tiff? Jeff said, chaps, y'all gotta take that up with management. She told me to stop. Management says stop. All right, guys, we're gonna call it. I thought Taylor might have been here because I wanted to get like his YouTube, but he actually isn't here. And so someone remind me of to double check with Taylor next time we're live, and make sure that Taylor gets an opportunity to actually share his YouTube if he has one. I don't know if he has one or not, but we're definitely going to give him the opportunity to share his YouTube. With that being said, let me see really quickly if B is already on, because I know B said that she was going to go start her live. No, she's not on yet, but she'll be on in 6 minutes. I was hoping that we could send her a raid. Ooh, do you guys want to try one? How about this? We'll try one person. Because we tried to trap someone in a debate battle, but no one would accept it last night. Let's try one person. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think this person is gonna accept it. Nope, they decline. They decline. Oh well. Anyway, head over to B's live at the top of the hour because B is doing the initiative. I think it's very important. It's a very amazing initiative looking to actually raise funds for people that have been affected by the wildfires in Canadian land, in Canania. Yeah. Go over and check out B. Go show love, go support B. And I'm gonna skedaddle, right? I'm gonna skedaddle. You guys will probably see me throughout these TikTok streets. I'm gonna go do hood rat shit with my friends. Until management comes home. I'm going to go do hood rat shit with my friends. Let's go.
You stepped in a box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Bring stats who get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit. Yeah.
Hey, W's in the chat for the chat. W's in the chat for the chat. Guys. Good live. Good live. Really good live. I appreciate the hell out of you. I had a lot of fun today. It was enjoyable, even though people were insufferable. You guys were amazeballs because you always are. Because you are so kind and smart and pretty and you smell good and I like the way that your hair looks and you're just a good person. So I love you guys. I love you. I love you. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Hit that follow button before you guys leave. Hit that follow button. Make sure you follow me. If you're over on YouTube, hit that follow button. Hit that thumbs up on the VOD. It'll push it out. Follow me on Instagram, Twitch. Santana Speaks For You. Santana Speaks For You. Instagram, Twitch, all the other places. Follow me everywhere. Guys, thank you. Thank you for all the gifts, the likes, the taps, the shares. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for being absolutely amazing. I love you all. And as always, peace.